He's already giggled. It's over.
Yeah, no, we're.
Okay,
I'm excited to come back. Columbo of it all. Just one more thing.
Yeah. Nichols and I just did a fun adaptation of Dracula that was very campy horror.
Yes!
It was great.
It was super. He played Dracula. It was great.
Oh, ready to go. Players are itching. I believe that if I'm looking at oops, we're live. I hope that everybody can hear us. I'm not really disturbed. Hello, Wizard Towers. Hopefully you can hear us and let me know how the sound is. Because I have a little fun here. And I messed my OBS settings up. Because normally I use VMix, and so it's been a while. I'm back old school. Welcome. We are here to play. Your sound very muted. Is that me muted or the players? I'll bring their volumes up just in case. That. Barely can hear you. How about that now? Now the volumes are barely hear you. Well, let me bring the volume on the mic up, and that should get you a little bit better. I'm waiting to see. Let me know. A little better for you. A little better. There you are. Yep. So I knew it. Knew my settings were just a tad off. So let's go. Let's get the game started, and then let me know how the players are. It's been a while since I have run Aliens on my OBS setup, and so I apologize. Yeah, it's helpful when you bring up the mic levels. It's just one of those audio things. We are here tonight on the Gary Con YouTube channel to run the excellent scenario Chariots of the Gods in the Alien RPG world. Published by Free League Games. Yes, I know that is what you're saying. Wait, Free Leagues, Aliens, and the D&D channel. Well, you know what? Luke likes to expand out a little bit and celebrate other rule sets. There'll be plenty of D&D running on this channel. They're just finished up Shantufi. I know Matt Everhart's running his Steampunk 5e scenario, and we've got more coming to you throughout the week as we progress through the fall into the spring and ramp up for our lovely special extravaganza week of gaming at Gary Con, with the weekend before the usual convention being the Founders and Legends scenario, a private affair of some special VIPs getting together to celebrate D&D and what Mr. Gygax put together, and then the convention will open up and run the rest of the week into the next weekend. So about 10 days of gaming is going to be happening at Lake Geneva coming up in March. But we're here to play a little Aliens RPG. I've got 5 players. If you see these lovely individuals that are here, some of them have played before and enjoyed their gaming experience and came back for more. And then we have 2 new ones who are going, what the hell are y'all talking about? Well, this is supposed to be just a game and a lot of fun. It's going to be. And yes, I have warned them. They were just talking about, but I usually am a very good poker player, but I have my tell that in this game, if you're rolling dice or if the game mother me is giggling, it's about to get really bad. Because I call this game Alien RPG, it's DM therapy. I've said this to the players. It allows me to kill my players with wank and abandonment, and I love it. I love it, and I don't feel bad about it. So we'll see. Players, I'm going to ask y'all to introduce yourselves, who you are, what you can talk about, because some of you I know still are on strike and have limited rules for what you can and can't say. So we're no breaking the rules. But I do want you to tell people who you are, and if you have a social or something you like to push out, we can type it, send it to me, and I can put it in chat, or you can just say, hey, that's who you are. But also want you to introduce your character and who they are, and maybe a little bit background information about who they are. And then I'm going to lay down the scenario of what's been going on and where we start the action. So with that being off the start, I will introduce them as their player names, and that first one will be Miller.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Marini. I'm playing Miller, Vanessa Miller. I am on strike, so I can't tell you about my things. But hopefully you've seen them or can find them. You can catch me on Instagram at Nick A. Marini. And like I said, I'll be playing Miller. She is the captain of the Montero. And hopefully we can keep this ragtag group together and get this delivery mission done.
Thank you. All right, next up is Davis.
Hey everyone, I'm Nick Jordan. I'm playing Leia Davis, the pilot of the USCSS Montero, or Monty as she affectionately calls it. I'm also on strike, so I cannot talk about the things I have coming up. You can check out my stuff. I'm at I am Nick Jordan, and Davis doesn't care where the hell in this Karkin galaxy we go, as long as we get there fast.
Fair enough. Next up is Rye.
Hi, I'm Daniel Harry. I'm playing Rye. I'm also an actor on strike. I'm really looking forward to my second helping of Alien. And I will say that the very first R-rated movie that I was actually allowed to see by my parents was Alien. Right. And Rye. Yeah, you want to know about Rye. Well, she is, I think, feels like she does more work than just about anybody on the Monty and doesn't really get the credit she deserves. She's kind of seen it, done it all, been there, done that. And she really is eager for any opportunity to make some cash. So that's her in a nutshell.
Fair enough. Next up is Cham.
Hi, y'all. I'm Lapika Shaw, she, her. I am playing Lyran Cham. And this is my first time playing Alien RPG. So thank you, everybody, for your patience. I'm really excited. I am also an actor on strike in the TV film world. The thing I can talk about is I voice a minor character in Starfield, which came out recently. And so please go find Javantha Beatty and tell her I say hey. And Cham is um, super strong. She's cargo loader. She cares deeply about this ship and this crew, and is really, really loyal to the crew.
And so I messed up the movie intro there, and I apologize. Cham did a change of a gender in the scenario.
Oh, yes.
It's normally a male, but Pika asked for a female, so we did that. And so
I thought
played
an
the
all-female crew would be really fun.
Yeah, that's why you think Miller has had enough of y'all. I mean, not Miller, Wilson has had enough of y'all here in a second. I was thinking the same thing. Oh my, a full female crew with one. Oh,
Why not?
Yeah. So last but not least is Wilson.
You don't have to be that hard about saying I'm not crew. That burns. Hi, I'm Maya Murphy. Actor, stage and screen. The things I can talk about is I have my first player character in a video game. Rosewater is coming out early next year. Very exciting. Yay! Also, another video game coming out soon. I'm not 100% sure on the date for this one. It's Nighthawks, if you're into vampires and RPG stuff. I am John J. Wilson, everyone's favorite company rep. Just here, fly on the wall, trying to make sure that we know how everything's working, make sure that Wayland Yutani knows what we need and how everything's going.
That's right. So I'll do a recap and explain where the action begins and all that other fun stuff. So, and I actually had a little fun expanding upon the basically the prologue for the scenario, giving the group a little bit of time to kind of basically chat a little bit in Discord to set up the scene. And gave it just a little extra background flair. But yes, this is the crew of the USCSS Montero, which you see on screen. It is a little bit older of a spaceship hauler, cargo hauler. This crew has been making runs in the outer frontier, the Gauntlet area between the Anchor Point Station, space station that's out here in the wilds that a lot of ships come through and dock and get, supplies and runs to go do to the frontier area where colonies are slowly but surely popping up in multiple places. There is a huge bit of background as far as what's going on with the territories and possible wars and conflicts that are going on, not only between the territories, but actually conglomerates such as Wayland Yutani and a few other groups that we could go into. But the area is big. It's space, okay? So you've got to remember, and the one thing about this in the alien world, as I've told the players, this is 80s tech in space. This is not Star Trek. This is not Star Wars. This is down and dirty space technology. But we do have faster than light capabilities, and so when they're making these journeys, these haul routines, they could be any months to several years of hauling stuff through space. And so they managed not going insane by getting in the cryo tubes, the cocoons, and being put to sleep for long periods of time. But they've been making some runs. They were on their way back to Anchor Point Station. A few of them were getting the antsies just to get off ship and get drunk or whatever else they may want to do. Miller was doing her best to keep the crew busy, but the ship needs help. It's old. It's got a few holes. It's time for change. And while they were making these runs, yes, their lovely Wayland Yutani and Wayland Yutani is the owner of the ship and pays the crew. They sent Wilson on board a couple of runs ago to evaluate their efficiency. It's to say it was a little tense between Miller and Wilson. And the rest of the crew had their things to do, and they tried to stay out of the way, but they give Wilson not much the time of day. And so they were docking at Acre Point, and most of them were going to get off the ship and go find something to do or make phone calls home, or Wilson checking in with operations, Wayland Yutani's operations, and Miller told them all to keep their comm units close, because if something came through, she would call them back immediately so they could get the next hauling job out, because they need money. That just so happened to take place. They weren't but an hour or so off the ship trying to kick up trouble or whatever they wanted to do when Miller called out and said, "Get back here. Special job from Wayland Yutani has come in. They are loading up the ship right now," which is unusual. And they have got a high paying, triple the pay job, so to speak, to get some what's called helium-3 gas, which is basically the clean energy type of fuel that they use out on the colonies to power everything. Highly volatile. Normally this stuff is stuck in big tow containers that is put way behind the ship and hauled, but they put it in y'all's hold. Y'all needed to get moving and get the stuff out to the Sutter's World, a colony out far in the district. And so, boom, y'all, she basically said, "Get back here now." And you did. That is really kind of where we basically, Cham came in. I was going to say, I gave him some extra details. There were some calls I made. Cham and Rye had gone to go find a bar to have some drinks. Davis had shot out the cargo out of the ship to go find parts for the ship. And like I said, Wilson was checking in. Then Cham came back. Cham, you come back. You were a little flustered because you are the cargo loader, the roughneck for the ship that does all the heavy lifting. And they packed it pretty good. You would have done a few little tweaks here and there, but you calm down, because once you saw the price tag of what would be given to all of this stuff, well, hell, why not? So you did a little things here and there just to be picky about it, just put your stamp on it. The rest of the crew got in. Miller told y'all what the gig was and said, "We are headed out, get the ship undocked, get out to the space station. Let's get the coordinates and everything programmed into Mother, and hit the tubes and go to sleep." And bam, that's what you do. Any questions before we do anything else? Was there anything that I didn't cover or wanted to make sure I said or anything? Good. I'm a good recapper. No, what? Go ahead.
Are we in orbit, like above Sutter's right now? Or are we in transit, or we just got this? Okay,
You're
great.
about to find out. Yeah. So we're picking up the action and what is happening. Yes. So when we left the Discord chat was that y'all were in the cryo tubes and getting down for another long night's sleep with your teddy bear or whatever else you might put in your cryo tube with you. So we pick up the action, and the lights start coming on, and the wake up process, Mother, which is the ship's computer, which runs everything in a ship, is basically fired off. The wake up process, Miller would be woken up first, and then after checking vitals, then Mother would continue to each and every one of y'all initiate that sequence, and yeah. So basically, if you remember, now let me make sure clear. I was saying, in the aliens universe and all that, you as characters would know nothing about the movies or anything that's happened and any type of that knowledge. Basically, there have been rumors, innuendo, stuff like that that's been happening out in the far reaches, and there have been like talk of some of the corporate worlds, but also the nation worlds, the free states, and I'll remember a couple of the names. They're not coming to me. The different, basically, the unit of races. Might be, I think it's like Russians and. Was it Russians and the Asians have grouped together? There's different ways that they have formed their own areas of space, their own territories. They're at war on and off through all the time, and the corps kind of basically supply everything to all these groups, and they basically cause their own problems. So about that kind of stuff. But as far as innuendo about xenomorphs and all that kind of stuff, nothing has been solidly confirmed that about.
Isn't there some sort of religious group that talks about a dragon?
We can say there is.
I mean, I think somewhere in the alien.
Yeah, there's a cult that came from that book, Space Beast, about the incident. Anyone else read that there? Yeah, I was reading about it on right before last cryo sleep.
There you go. Fine, fair enough. So there's talk about it. But you will all find yourselves awake, stretching, feeling like crap because, you come out of those tubes, and what do we do?
Well, I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee. Anyone else want one? Wake up a little.
Miller, anything to say as captain?
Right, we need to everyone shower, get yourself ready. I will look at Cham and I'll say, we need to check on that cargo. I know it's volatile. I want to make sure everything got here right. And then Rye, I know that that sensor was malfunctioning before we left. Let's see if we can diagnose that.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Which sensor, please? Could you review that just for me?
So, go ahead, Miller. Go ahead. Sorry.
I believe the ship's sensors have been glitching, pinging like a sensor reflection or something. There seems to be some issue with the sensors. We haven't really been able to diagnose it, but it was time to go.
When y'all were leaving, a couple of times before you jumped into hyperspace or faster than light speed, the proximity sensors fired off that there was a ship in the area. Something was close by, and you go and look, and there wasn't anything there. And Rye was trying to take a hammer to, do the old beat on something till it make it work type deal, and then the sensor would go off, and there was nothing there. And so Rye was going to try to fix it, but then it was Miller said, "No, put it to bed. We'll wait till we get out of cryosleep." Yeah, it was a glitch. So normally, and I just basically, y'all would, definitely grab a shower, cigarettes or coffee or whatever else you would drink would be in the galley. Basically, what it sounds like is that Miller and Cham were going to go by the cargo hold to check, make sure nothing has come undone. Mother, so you will also know, Miller, so Mother is a computer system that's usually by the bridge area, but you would only have the access card to get into it. Nobody else would have that control card. Okay, and so just so that you know, since you're the ship's captain, you would have access to Mother. And as y'all are doing, kind of prepping that and head to the galley to grab a quick bite or whatever it is, the console that's in the galley will actually ping you, Miller, and tell you that you need to come to Mother immediately for orders.
I will head there right away.
Okay. I follow 3 feet behind and lurk in the bridge.
Okay.
I'm going to go down to the cargo hold and just make sure everything is copacetic.
Right.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get this sensor to work. Are we in orbit?
You don't know. You have to go to the bridge, and so you assume you are, But you don't have those the controls and that kind of stuff would be in the bridge area to tell you where you are and all that.
Yeah, I'll do my best to see if I can repair this sensor again.
And Davis.
Hey, Cap, real quick before you head out there, right before we got your call, I hadn't had enough time to get any of them parts, but, just this quick slog over to Sutter's then shouldn't be too much of a prob. We can wait to get them new parts until we get back next time. Hey, I'm just going to hit the refresher real quick, and then meet y'all back up in the cockpit there. Good talk, Cap.
See you in a minute.
So I also want to state, one of the things that we didn't get to do with Hope's last day, but we get to here with Chariot of the Gods, is that this scenario is going to play out over at least 4 to 5 session, folks. So we're going to try to get this all the way out till Halloween era time frame. Cool. We have 3 acts. That basically, this is called the cinematic campaign, in which things will ratchet up like a movie over 3 acts. And as we play out, I will let y'all know when we're coming to an end in act. The player who best emulates their PC gets what's called a story point. And the story point is then be able to be used for the next session to change or do whatever you want to do with the role or story kind of line. It's kind of like inspiration in 5e, but it allows you to basically say, nay, I want to use it for this, and you can tell me to go jump in a big old dark hole if I'm trying
I
to
believe
get
3 of us here have banked an ability to tell you to jump in a big old hole.
Did I give some out?
You did. Yeah, you checked all of our personal missions. You did. You didn't have to. What a generous game mother you were, and you double checked how we played versus our character missions at the end of the session.
See,
and then you gave us each
okay,
a point.
You know what? Well,
I'm sticking up for the crew here. I don't think we started off on the best foot, and I really want the rest of the people on this ship in this story to trust me.
Less about the rest of these characters.
leave it to the
Why would you say that about me?
Okay.
And not only do I have one of these story points, but so do Miller and Rye, and they're extremely competent and will use them well.
I love our company rep.
Kids feel like they're out of pocket. So if I gave them to the 3 of y'all, then I will give y'all each a story point. And believe me when I say I'm going to force, I will make sure y'all use them. Okay, but going forward, So, and what's interesting about Alien RPG, I really like it, is that the story point belongs to the actual player. It doesn't belong to the character. So if you go play somebody else and you have a story point, you still get to keep it and still get to use it. Yeah. Okay, so so remember that. So yes, all of y'all have a story point, and we'll use them. Just makes y'all's game a little bit harder now.
Thank you, Wilson.
You can play that game. But yes, so where were we left? Oh yes, y'all were making plans. Yes. So you take off. So we're gonna handle each one of y'all. Wilson, you're headed to the bridge with Rye and Davis. You're headed up. Where I didn't hear where you were headed. So did you have a particular place?
Say that again.
Where were you headed?
I let the captain know that Davis is headed to the refresher for a quick sec, and then to the cockpit. And in the refresher, I'm going to make that roll.
Yeah. Okay, you can make that roll. So there's 2 things we'll do here. One, in the Fantasy Grounds chat, I gave you the command to be able to whisper me if you want to send me a note or something secret that nobody else can do. You take out the quotes, and it's a /W space GM space then your message. When you send that to me, it'll ping me that something's being said, and I will send it back to you, or a reply. I will be sending y'all messages from time to time as players, characters, what's going on, to trying to not alert the rest of the group about something that's happening. And so want to make sure from time to time you make sure you check in. Yep, there's a test. for Miller. If each one of y'all want to send me one, then I'll make sure I received it. You also can, if you need to send it to another player, you can right mouse click on their portrait, and you'll see a little indicator at the 3 o'clock position that says whisper, and you click on it, and it will fill out the command, the partial command of who you're whispering to, so then you can then type the rest of your message and hit enter, and it will send them the whisper, and that's how you can talk back and forth between each other. However, remember that the game mother, I see all whispers, so you won't be sneaking past me, I say. Okay, so there's that, and then there's also if I ask for a roll or something that you're wanting just for me to know or not share, if you look in the bottom right hand corner of Fantasy Grounds, right by the menu, you're going to see a very faint alien hugger symbol. Yep. It should be the bottom right hand corner, right to the left of the menus, down at the bottom. You should.
I mouse over it, it says Dice Tower.
That's it. If you roll your dice in there, if you grab your dice and drag and drop it on that symbol, it's basically like a GM dice tower. I'll see the roll, nobody else sees it.
Ooh.
Yep. Okay.
Wait,
I
still
don't
have
even
no
see
idea
it if
where
I
that
roll
is.
it.
Me neither.
It might be blocked by your map.
You might have to move your map, but it's
Smart.
It was blocked by my map.
Yep. See, I have
Gonna try that again.
I have mine across dual monitors. Unfortunately, smaller screens. Yes, real estate becomes very. Yeah. So there you go. But if you drag a roll, if you off your character sheet, if you click and hold the dice and then drag and drop it on that little symbol, it will show me the roll, but nobody else will see it. Okay.
If I roll it on the Dice Tower, I see the shadow of it in the chat box, but I don't see it anywhere else.
I
don't. Okay.
See it.
Right.
I thought it was a you and I secret, not a just you secret.
Nay, said player, because
All right.
I get to decide. Mm-hmm.
Learning, relearning.
All right.
Yep. See, there they go. So,
gorgeous.
Yep.
Exciting.
Yep.
Excellent.
So,
I have no reasons to be terrified at all. All of this is fine.
Let's see. So let's see. No longer freezing.
Freezing.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. That's not.
I was getting
You're
dressed.
feeling all right there, Miller.
Yeah. Let's see. No. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay.
I did offer you a cup of coffee, nice and hot out of the galley. Would you like
There
one?
you go.
Warm you up?
All right.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I'm on it. Getting a cup of coffee. Hold
Let
on.
me do something here.
Oh, looks like you got that cup of coffee. Feeling better?
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Oh yeah. See, there you go.
All right, Miller will walk up to the console here.
Okay, you walk in to swipe your card, opens up Mother. You're accosted by the sounds, which would you actually believe I have Mother background noises, which I think should be playing. I don't want to overbore you. You might hear something kind of faint in the background. And some typing noises, those lovely Mother sounds. Hopefully they're not too overbearing. Let me know if they are or in the stream. Davis, the rest of the group goes in there. Cham, you go and you take your time and you're nitpicking and just trying. Nothing's out of place. You've got it because you locked it all back down again, so you damn well know that it wasn't out of place, you know. But that's how you do things. So what's going to happen? Let me bring this back up here real quick because I'm like going. I needed to load my scenario.
Where's the cargo in the larger map of the ship?
It's all in the back area. So y'all aren't going to be. This is your ship. I'm just going to let you know you won't be spending as much time on it as you think. So okay.
Oh, should I be moving myself somewhere?
No, you're on the. You guys can move yourself on the map. So remember, in Alien, and I shouldn't have those icons locked right now, but in Aliens we do movement kind of through zones. It's not every 6 squares. You're moving 30 feet and all that. Not like 5e. It's basically through doorways or into other rooms and stuff like, or zones. And you as humans, when it's turn based and all that, you would be able to move a single zone. Right now, we're just moving through the ship. And so, you You can move yourself around. Most of y'all, what like I said, would be up. If you look on the Montero deck map, you will see Mother is off to the southeast, which is where, yeah, exactly. The rest of y'all can move around, go through the galley, then make it up the way to the bridge, bam. So
you said cargo's kind of near the back.
it's all, yeah, it's most certainly all through the back area, without a doubt.
Great.
Yeah, it's just it wasn't honestly wasn't important for what we're dealing with right at the moment.
That's great.
So, not that you want to know that. You're waking up, and I'm trying to. Where's the story? What the hell? All right, and where is my events? There we go. You, while you're getting the readout, Rye, I'll give your stuff here in a second, Miller, because it's going to, everybody will kind of be filled in what's been said.
Where's the sensor?
Since you pull up to one of the sensor panels and all that, and you, as the ship is all booted up and looking at stuff, you're going to need to make me I would like a observation roll, please. Actually, any of y'all that are in the bridge can make me observation rolls. Well, fine. Be that way, Wilson.
Hire the best. Send the best.
Miller, you're not. Miller's the only one. I didn't need. Sorry, you're in Mother. You're about to be observed on. You're about to figure out what the hell's going on. But I'm just.
Oh,
I'm
they're observing me.
Yeah, they're. No, you're actually in Mother and shut the door. You're actually shut the door. What would happen? But if Rye, you can make if you can make your observation roll,
Let's see. And
please.
clicking on observation, but it doesn't.
The little
You-
dice, yeah, the
you
little
drag
dice
it
symbol.
to the- yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you can either drag it or double click on it, and it will make the roll for you. So Rye, unfortunately, is not very observant right now, and neither and Miller. So Wilson, you will, look at the sensors and what Rye's trying to tinker around with, and you're going to. So wait, there's nothing out here. There's no world. There's no colony. There's just vastness of space.
Where the hell are we?
Yeah, you kind of relay that to it. Rye will punch up, or Davis is sitting there. Will punch up comms to try to radio anything. The tower, what beacon towers and stuff like that would be down on the world, and it's just like. Stat.
A whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of nothing. Miller, when you go in and gasp, Mother, what's the story? After a few seconds of clicking noises and searching, Mother will come back and tell you that Wayland Yutani picked up a distress call from an unknown ship. And your ship was actually diverted to intercept and investigate this ship. The transmission was very garbled, so it was unknown where it was coming from. But it's somewhere in the area. They've got y'all to the general vicinity, and you will then begin to look and notice, and y'all kind of felt it, but weren't just. The effects really hadn't worn off, but sleep was definitely a little bit longer than what y'all were anticipating. You kind of know what your body's going to be expecting, and just with everything that's kind of going on, you were in sleep definitely longer than was to be anticipated. But you're going to need to get the crew back into the bridge area. Listen, see if you can tweak out the transmission where it's at, try to pick it up and triangulate the location and trace it to its source.
All right. Miller will come back into the bridge and say, Say, everybody, meet on the bridge now. We've changed the plans.
Quick player question. Can you remind me what my stunts do?
Stunts?
Yeah, I rolled a stunt.
What did you roll? Oh,
My
it's
observation.
so basically you can show off, or you can pocket that stunt. Meaning that if you have to re-roll another observation again, you would automatically succeed.
I would like to pocket my stunt, please.
Pocket down. You got just, and you can jot it like on the notes page of your character sheet, or if you got a piece of paper, just wherever you want to. Just on, I think on the notes. Let me look. Actually, the log. If you just want to put under personal log, or yeah, that's probably the best place to put it. Yeah, they don't have like a notes area like they do with 5e. Interesting.
Oh, I'm
That's
old,
fine.
so I got
Just put it
this,
under
but I will
personal
put it in the log also.
Wherever you want it. Yep. Also, and right as you were leaving, Miller, the last bit of that message was, as company rules state, you must investigate, and not doing so means that you would forfeit all your shares and get no money out of any run that you were on.
Sick.
just so in case you wanted to.
All right, let's gather in the bridge, everybody.
Did Cham complete the whole inventory situation?
Oh yeah, you just did your
All right,
thing.
great.
Yeah, you're good with it. Yeah. Everybody makes their way back.
What's that?
Rye arrives and immediately starts smoking. He's just sitting there smoking.
All right, listen, everybody. There's been a change of plans. Wayland Yutani rerouted our course while we were in cryo. Seems like there's a distress beacon we need to investigate. And I'll look directly at Wilson and I'll say, as company rules state, if we don't, we forfeit our shares.
You knew that when you signed up.
All of them?
Don't you want to help someone?
Let's get this sensor up and running so that we can find this ship, get back on this run, make us some money.
Wait, so where are we if we're not at Sutter's?
I'm assuming at their last known location, which means they could have drifted a bit, which means that sensor is priority number one.
Cap, we're sending the pings out there. We got the bings, the beeps, the boops. Everything's flying out there, Cap. I'm getting static back here. It's just white noise. It's all a whole lot of nothing out there.
Someone make me a contact roll, please. One of you make me a contact roll. Miller can choose.
I'll say, Rye, see what you can do.
All right.
Rye's our technician, right?
Rye is the technician. Cham is like the heavy lifter. Yep. Okay. Rye pops up onto, you got a success there. Nicely done. And you punch up on trying to, first was determine where the hell y'all are at. And man, you ain't popping up on any maps. You don't know where you're at. And the initial scans and all that, ain't nothing pinging out. Nothing's around, immediately, and nothing's responding. There's nothing happening on comms. It's dead silence. You don't know where the hell you're at.
So 1 second, it's hurry up with this incredibly volatile cargo, and now we're rerouted. Who the hell knows where? Standard operation, I guess. Wayland Yutani.
No one else is out here, then no one here is here to mess with a volatile cargo. I think it's an ideal situation if we have to
Am I
stop.
hearing things or sorry to break this
Give me a readout.
up.
What's going
Cap,
on?
I think we got an alert.
Suddenly, yes, the alerts go off the proximity alerts go off in front of you, and they basically, you have got seconds. You are about to slam into something that is dead in front of the ship.
Piloting roll.
Yeah, so Davis makes a jump.
We got to pull up here. This thing came out of nowheres.
Should be a very short campaign.
It was about to be a short campaign. Well, that's how it works, folks. Yeah. So I was trying to make sure that wasn't too loud for y'all, because sometimes I've had it too loud and people go, "What the hell was that?" But it was supposed to jar you out a little bit there. You basically pull back, and y'all all of a sudden there are some basically the stars and everything in front of you are just blotted out. All of a sudden, okay, and you pull this ship, and all of y'all are thrown to one side. Stuff is flying everywhere, and you hear the faintest of scrapes. As whatever was in front of you, luckily Davis was able to pull it out, and you damn near slammed in what you believe is a ship. But you don't know for certain yet. But there was something in front of y'all, and all of a sudden the sensors should have been warning you, but they weren't. And all of a sudden, they were.
Good work, Davis. Can we get visual on this?
Yeah. Let me bring her around. We got insurance on this bucket, eh, Wilson?
Who, Davis?
I'm going to try and turn it around so we can get a better look at what almost ended our expedition.
Yeah. You've got your piloting maneuver. So you basically, after everybody, after saying the word and possibly doing the word, pick themselves up and put stuff back on tables and all that. Davis brings the ship kind of around, getting a lay of being able to see that there's something in front of you. But then you've got to remember, oh yeah, I've got a switch over here that turns on outside lights. And you will pop those lights, and let me see. Let's come over here. I should have a picture of it. Now, if I was doing my job correctly, which is... So, though you don't have somebody in space, but you're going to see... Let me create the image record. So this was one of the images that kind of came along with it all.
Where would we see this image?
I'm about to send it to you as a picture.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. It's a big ship. Now,
that is a large ship.
Yeah, the person you're not tethered. It's just this, but this is a huge ship in front of you. Yeah. Dwarfs y'all. Okay? Yeah, and there's no running lights. There is nothing that you can see as far as power.
Does it look like is this just a larger cargo hauler? Is this a military vessel? Is this a corporate vessel?
You get pinged back in. Mother basically calls you back in to please check in.
Yes, mother.
Yeah, mother. So
what's going on?
So you have, so basically the mother will tell you that what you see before you was quickly identified, a quick scan. It is the USCSS Cronus. It's a science exploration vehicle that was lost about 75 years ago. It is a Magellan class. Basically, it's got 4, basically major levels to it. The mother is pulling up the maps right now. Is going to send them over in a second to you.
What was cryotech like 73 years ago? I mean, is there a chance there actually is anybody alive on this ship?
Is there a way to scan for life signs or something?
No, they basically
our
are being
sensors
told,
were working.
Yeah, so I'm going. I had the mission up for me, and I've lost it. Get over here. Wake up. They gather, eat. Yes, mother says. You're in deep space. Signals inform you've picked up a stress call. Yep, need to investigate. Sensors the clowns. You realize the derelic slipping without any lights or beacons. You brace for collision. Yeah, basically mother drones the pilot. Makes her check. Oh, I was supposed to give you a -2, but you passed it anyway. So we won't be all so mean all of a sudden. This ghost ship was the source. You can tell the engines are dead. It looks like it's just basically floating. And whatever inertia it had before the engines went out is kept. It's in space, so it's still moving at a very slow pace as it's floating through space. Your your lights will basically tell you it's the name, and there must be some power to it because it's repeating an SOS, distress call. And Mother begins to pull up the salvage rules. This is going to basically, what Tanya has now stated, this is a salvage operation that is mandated by company rules. Recover any scientific data and any samples that might be on the Cronus. Escort the salvage ship back to Anchorhead or any other Weyland-Yutani facility. Anything, if there are crew members aboard by chance who would possibly, and you would be correct, possibly in the cryotubes, to please say that you must save them. And these rules cannot be, should not be altered or, disobeyed. Basically your job is to get this ship and anything back into it, back to Anchorhead immediately.
All right, everybody. Mother's giving us the specs on this ship, so we'll know what we're walking into.
Here
but
they
this is a
come.
salvage operation.
So
We need to get any specimens or research data they've collected, see what we can do about getting their ship back up and running and get it back to a dock. All right? Hopefully there are survivors. We'll need to see if they're cryo.
I'm going to be
Cryo
sending
works.
you 4 maps. Now, if you want to try to drag each one, if I was showing you how to, so there are 4 levels.
What?
If you want to try to save the maps, in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see of the map by the title, there's another little alien symbol. If you drag and drop that down to the bar down at the very bottom where it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those are function keys. You can drop the pointer to the map on one of those, and then when you hit the function key, it would bring up that map. Okay? Or you could just tell me to resend you the map. But I'm going to send you 4 decks that are coming across on Mother, okay, with some specifications. And I don't want you to get too overloaded, because you're going to have the Montero map, which you may have saved or not. And like I said, if you don't save them, don't sweat it. They're always available to you. Okay? And then...
Oh, the function keys are sexy.
Yeah, they work.
Can you say one more time how I can save this to the function
So in
key?
the upper
Yeah,
left-hand, no, it's okay. Upper left-hand corner of the title where the map is at. Upper left
Yeah.
there will say, okay, there's a little another alien facehugger
Yep.
symbol. Click
Yep.
and drag it down to the down at the bottom of the fantasy grounds where it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a function key. Drag and drop that. And you'll see it put its name in the okay. Now you've got that function key. Now will bring up that map.
Beautiful.
And so I'm
I
going
love
to
it.
be sending it to you, and you can right mouse click on it and change the name if you want to say just it's got a long name to it, but you just might want to say deck A, deck B, deck C, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and that way you can readily look back and forth the maps without having to go what map is this out high there the other. Okay. Okay,
Great.
what is going? Okay, I'm here. Now my fantasy grounds. Really? Are you locking up? It did. No way.
Hey, Cap, I got a question here while we're held up here. I mean, we were on one hurry up and wait mission, and now we're on another there. And first it was a search and rescue, and now it's become a salvage op, and then we got to jump back in cryo and go back to the first job we were doing in the first place. Now, are we? I understand it's a Weyland-Yutani policy or whatever, but we're getting paid for this, right?
Wilson,
I'm
we did
sorry,
overshoot.
We did overshoot, and I'm sure we'll be paying you whatever is in your contracts for your overtime.
I mean, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of fuel. I mean, I ain't complaining or nothing.
Are you
but
paying for the
just
fuel?
gotta
Then why are you
hold up.
stressed?
There's a thing with wear and tear here. It's just
And
You know
I
what?
am here to assess the wear and tear. You're here to pilot. I'm here to assess. Let me do my thing. You'll do yours. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's turning out real fine for Kronos over there.
We are here to make that fine.
Oh my, let me make sure. My Fantasy Grounds is acting, I don't know why it's acting weird. I can't get rid of one map. So I sent y'all 4 maps. Did y'all get all 4 of them?
I've gotten the first 2.
I got A, C, and D.
Oh, I just got.
Okay, let me try it again here. We're gonna send. It is so weird. One map won't close. I'm resending A. There's A, just in case you didn't have it.
Got it.
Okay, let me send B. It's B's acting up. Really strange. We're going to be at our break time here for a bio break. So what I'm going to do is actually restart my Fantasy Grounds. I'm going to share C. There's C for y'all.
I'm just trying to figure out how to do the thing again.
You just have to click and drag it, click the symbol and drag it down to next to one of the other bars and let go of it into the number area, and it should put the title there.
Yeah, it worked for A. Now it's not doing it again.
Yeah, I'm having something similar.
Okay.
So you drag and
to
drop
the
it
number,
on
not the slot.
Try it on the number if you can.
Yeah.
If not, we'll restart, and I'm gonna we can. I don't want to hold us down because I can retackle it after we're done. So,
yeah, it's not letting go on the number.
Here's D. Don't sweat it. I'm gonna send it out. We'll cover it. We'll cover it after gameplay and all that. So
okay.
Yeah. So, but how about we take a quick 5-minute break? When I restart Fantasy Grounds, it's going to knock all y'all out of Fantasy Grounds back to your main menu, and you'll have to connect back in. I got an error message. I'm not sure why, and it closed out. It's not showing one of my maps, so I'll figure it out. But we will take a break here for about 5 minutes, do a bio break, and then we'll come back and continue on this mess. So stick around, folks, and we'll be right back. We are back live. So there we go, folks. Welcome back. Barring any more difficulties, we should be able to get another hour and a half here and be some playing time. So here we go. We're going to try this map thing one more time. And here goes. Here is deck A. So make sure, and what we'll do is make sure everyone saves it and then close it out. Once you know it's saved down below, close out the map so you're looking at your desktop. Everybody get it? Done?
Got it.
Okay. Here comes B. Deck B. Okay.
B's not wanting to save.
Yeah, same thing for me.
Really, let me try.
It was freezing for me when I first logged on.
I had to. Yeah, that's when it crashed.
It worked.
Yeah, but I'm having to drop it actually on the number symbol that's on the box.
Okay, got it.
I had to delete the slot, grab the alien symbol, drop it on 8. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
It worked.
Here, all right, so we'll close that out. Here comes deck C. For everybody.
And Jimmy, would you send me Rye again when you get a chance?
So what you need to do is go over to the right hand side where it says players and then expand that. There should be characters, and if you click on characters you should see you're sitting there to double click on. Yep.
Thank you.
And last but not least, here comes deck D.
It's so satisfying when it works.
I know,
right?
right?
It is, I know. That's what I get for giving all y'all story points. See? All right.
What kind of player would I be to forget that you gave me a precious thing?
Oh, I'm going to remind you later. Okay. Yes. So thanks for throwing me that curveball. Okay. Appreciate it. All right. I leave you. So we pick up the action. You have found a derelict ship that is, after trying to crash into it, but then pulling up next to it, you find out it's the USCSS Cronus, a Weyland-Yutani. I don't know how the word. I hate sometimes printing word. It's a big spacecraft. It's a science research vessel that was lost over 75 years ago, apparently. She's got to be running on minimal power because although there are no exterior interior lights showing, there is some type of SOS beacon coming out of it, basically stating its name and if anybody, its location. Other than that, it's big. And Mother has informed you per Weyland-Yutani salvage operation rules that these must be followed, and the priorities are to recover any scientific data and samples. Here, somebody, Rye, need B. Sorry, these may pop up on y'all's, but Rye needs them. To recover any of the samples and data, get it back to Anchorhead as quickly as possible. If there are any crew members still alive by chance in the cryo chamber area, they are to be revived and or saved and brought back along with the ship. And that any deviations or non-compliance with the rules basically means you will forfeit any and all money that you would have made on the run, plus any of salvage operational money that would have been involved with this. There's quite a big price tag that you guys know you're looking at for bringing this back. Miller, you possibly know you could very well be in trouble losing your ship too if you don't follow rules.
Right.
But how in the hell you think you could tow this thing? It's not happening. So,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm not going to bring that up. I should have let y'all role play. That was bad. Bad game, mother. Bad game, mother. I need to bring that up with a roll. I know. That's me jumping ahead of myself. And so I'm going to step back now because you have been provided 4 diagrams of the ship's level. And what are y'all going to do? What's up?
So we
Davis.
need to get stuff and tow it.
So let's go over this one more time. So this is a research vessel. It's been lost, sounds like 75 years or more. Priority number 1 is the data and specimens. That's what this ship generates. That's what we need to get for Wayland Yutani. If we can, we need to take the ship back with us for docking. This is an expensive ship. Any and all crew that are still alive in cryo, we will bring back with us. All right? Now, we need to be on our best behavior. Davis, you want to take us around this beast over here and let's see if there's any external damage?
Yeah, you got it, Cap. Still think this is a waste of time, but alright here. Davis continues kind of muttering to herself and biting the remnants of her fingernails as the ship slowly kind of takes and swivels around the
I
side.
need a piloting roll, Davis. Oh, nay. Piloting roll.
I was hoping to narrate around that, but you gotta.
Shucky darn.
I slowly narrate.
Blame Wilson for that. Okay, so. Oh, he does it again. She does it again.
Hey, check out this cool move.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, after a long jaunt around, very slow, methodical, scanning with your searchlights and all that, you don't see it. It definitely has taken on wear and tear from a long space travel, no doubt. But from the look of it, there doesn't seem to be any visible hull damage. There are pots and marks and stuff all around it. You do see at the top of it, which you would confirm with looking at Deck A map, that at the very top, right past the bridge area, there would be the docking station and docking collar, of which you would be able to pull up to, and from the Montero, you have a docking mechanism, that bridge mechanism that would allow you to, if you're able to, connect up with it, would be able to use spacesuits that y'all have, and be able to move across to then get to the outer door to check it out from there. That seems to be intact. And the back end of the ship, where would be the loading, offloading ramp, where they would bring in vehicles and supplies and all that. It's fairly big, opening deal, but it's closed up. And yeah, that's basically all that you can see. Doesn't seem to be anything damaged on the outside of it.
Looks like it's time we suit up.
Miller. So, I'll explain to y'all that this is for Miller to decide. If you all go over to the upper right-hand corner of Fantasy Grounds, there is a little symbol that looks like 3 little people, and it says Party Sheet. Double click on that, if you would please, and go to the Gears tab. Okay, now this is everything that is on y'all's ship that is usable, and Miller as captain would be doling this out.
If you click on tool and turn the triangle so it goes down, party sheet is the
the
3 meeples.
Oh, sorry, thank you. I
got a little lost. I was just clicking on it.
My bad. I forget that they minimize that. So yeah, hit the tools. It expands it out. Party sheet, and then there's a gear tab. So what you're going to see are the MK50 compression suits are the space suits, and you must, if you remember the movies and all that, by chance, these are not slim, very hug-fitting, tight-fitting. They are bowl heads, big Marshmallow Man, Stay Push Marshmallow Man suit type deals, okay? Hard to move around in, you know. You've got a searchlight that'll be on the outside of it, you know, with a little light inside. That was movie making deal, but you could, you know, communicate. There are comm units inside it, but these things are not very graceful to wear, but they do the job. There is a cutting torch that has 2 entries in it, and basically one entry is that is used as a tool. The other one is if it's used as a weapon. Okay. There is an incinerator unit, basically your basic flamethrower. There is one motion tracker that has, and it only has, I believe, it's not fully charged. I believe it only has 3 charges in it, battery usage, which we'll play around with. There is one pistol, basically like a Beretta. The power loader, which you all know and well love, is the big old mechanical suit that Ripley used when she fought the Queen Bee Mother. There is no way that goes on a dock, just so that you know. That is not space flyable. So nice try. I'll just go ahead and let you know that will send you out in space for a long journey for the rest of your days if you try to hit that and jump away. And then the bolt gun, which is basically like a nail gun, but it's a big bolt gun. Basically, it's used to like you could bolt in plates of steel into something else and weld it together, but it also can be used, would you go figure, as a weapon. So that being said,
and there's the harpoon grappling gun.
Oh, harpoon grappling gun. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, that's basically like it's basically a harpoon gun. Basically, it shoots. It's got a cable that's connected to it, and it would shoot across. You can connect things to it. You know, it's basically what it sounds like.
That is transportable, though.
All that is, everything that's in here is transportable except for the power loader.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
And your spacesuits must be worn to be able to go outside or to do this maneuver, or you know, they basically have a supply of oxygen and power to them, and protection of you. So, and there's one for each of you. So the question is up to Miller. What are we doing with all this equipment?
All right. Let's everybody suit up. I'm gonna hand out. I will pocket the service pistol. How do we do that? Do I just drag them?
So what you do, so you'd open up your character sheet, okay, and you would go to the gear tab, and there's the main big box there. So what you do from the party sheet is you grab the alien symbol that's next to the item that you want and drag and drop it in your gear area.
I see.
Wait, why does my gear sheet say that I have a service pistol? Do I already have one?
Probably. We were playing around with yours, and so you are cheating, Cham, and I'm going to remove that from you. Where's Cham at?
I didn't cheat knowingly.
No,
This is what you get for telling him it was already there. You could have found that on the ship, but no.
These movies are all about lying.
You don't need to keep clicking plus there, Miller.
I was trying to figure out how to delete.
Oh, you just right mouse click on it. Right mouse click.
I got it.
Yeah, you're good.
Do I
All right.
need to do anything, or Miller's doing that?
So, well, Miller's basically told so right now Miller's giving commands that everybody's suiting up.
Okay.
So that means each one of you would need to grab a compression suit and drag it to your gear area. Now, I will also tell you that only one person at a time can cross over the bridge, because it is
Awesome.
a open environment bridge. So it's just, like a very small, like almost like a ladder, but it has small steps that go across and a couple of, cables that go across the top of it is, and you are exposed to the space environment. That's why you got to have the suit. And someone has to pilot. So this is also, you have to give orders. Sorry, I'm not going to give you all.
All right. So someone has to stay on the ship, you're saying?
If you think you
pilot it?
Well, if you want to leave it in autopilot, you can try that. Yeah, you think that you could go across there, but you're the captain, so I y'all really.
Well, I know, but it's like our ship. I would know if
You would know.
like
You would know
autopilot
that,
is a reasonable thing.
Common sense would tell you that you want to make sure a pilot's there and something's happened, that there's somebody on y'all ship, and only one person can go across the bridge to get to the outer door to try to figure out from there. You know, it's not like two or three of you could be sitting over there banging on things. You know, so there's a limited viability, and room to go across this thing. But it is your ship, Miller. You may choose what you want to do with your crew.
I'm gonna take the motion tracker here. Cham, you want to grab one of these cutting torches?
Yeah.
So if you grab the cutting torch, grab both of them, because one can be actually it's got two different uses for it.
Oh,
and so it's a weapon also, and I'll explain if we ever use it. So
that's the same thing with the bolt gun, I assume.
It's the same thing with the bolt gun, correct?
Yeah.
Got it.
Let's give Davis this harpoon gun.
All right. I'm looking to get my hands on one of these.
And we got a flamethrower.
Yes, you do.
I don't think we'll need it.
Oh, if you don't think you'll need it, I'd be happy to take that.
No. Rye's gonna get the flamethrower.
Awesome.
And then you can have a bolt gun, Wilson.
Very, very generous of you. Thank you, Captain.
How about a pen and paper?
Sorry, it's kind of funny.
And I'll say who's it? Davis, why don't you steady the ship here and let's see if we can get inside the Kronos.
Yeah. All right. I can do that.
Davis knows, and that's your orders, is that she is going to need to pull this ship up very close to the Kronos and match its speed and course to be able to get close enough that then you can get the trellis bridge over and clamped on to the outer door lock of the Kronos. And so you got it. Davis, I need another piloting roll from you.
All right. Now, this ain't no easy thing, but lucky for you, Cap, in the academy, I specialized in drifting and clamping.
Let's see it.
You got a stunt there, Davis. So you can either show off, or you can save a piloting roll in your pocket for the next time you may have to use it. Your choice.
Question: Does piloting is piloting in this exclusive to ships, or does that extend to vehicles as well?
It would extend to vehicles and all, but when you stunt for this, it pertains particularly to this role type of role. So if you were to do some other piloting for something else, it would still be piloting, but you would have to be able to stunt that. So
so one more question, with a stunt, does if I chose to utilize a stunt right now, would that get us some sort of advantage? Would I be able to pull the ship into a special place where we learn something useful to us about docking or about the ship, or is it just kind of a cool barrel roll?
That is free interpretation with what you can do with these rules. And if you're trying to say, I want to add the stunt on to a little bit more, then there are a couple more rolls that are coming up, and I will give those at a -2. I will give those at a +2 if you want to use your stunt now. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you're going to be able to, what you're doing, you're going to make there some extra ability rolls here that are going to be used for the docking maneuver to be a little bit easier to do.
Yeah, I think I want to do that. Is there any way that I could maneuver the ship so the docking maneuver is easier and maybe it's safer for us to go, two of us can go?
No, unfortunately, it's the umbilical that's preventing this. It's only a small unit that goes across. But but if you want to use the stunt, then there is going to be a mobility and a heavy machinery roll that are going to have to be made on some stuff. Yeah. And I'm going to give those a +2 then for the crew. So.
Yeah, I would love to do that to make it easier for the docking procedure for the crew.
So
before we get to that, I do have a bookkeeping question for Miller. It looks like you've left one of the bolt guns here. Was that by design?
I think you take both because they're
both.
They're
You
like
take-
the different profiles of it.
One is a tool and one is a weapon. So put them both in your inventory, and it will. Because if you go to weapons,
Yeah,
it would
I
show
said
up
one
as
of the
combat.
bolt guns, but what I really meant
Sorry.
was the
Yeah.
only bolt gun.
Yeah.
Well, I was just following Captain's orders, so next time I'll be sure to listen to you more
Oh
specifically.
boy! Wow.
Thick already,
Leave it to a
folks.
corpo to not be able to figure out common sense.
All of the truckers high five. We all clink beers and laugh.
Oh man.
Good one, Cappy.
Oh man, folks, they are after it already.
All right, bring us in, Davis.
Coming in hot.
And Cham, let's have you with that cutter in case the door's stuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to know, Miller, because now, so you hear Davis, over there just, not even breaking a sweat, even though, she may be a little always jittery. Slams up and it's as smooth as silk. She says, and you can look out the air hole window there, the airlock window on y'all side, and you can see she has pulled up super close, almost, there's a, hair thin difference there, and for a moment that gives you pause, like, oh crap. But
Davis likes to cut it close.
You're finding that out, yes, you are, and you're used to it because y'all have known each other quite a while. But you will know that you need to first, someone has to, what's known as using a heavy machinery roll, is basically extend the umbilical extension out between the two ships. And so you basically have to determine who's doing that roll, and they can do that at a +2.
Okay. Heavy
what you would do is you're going to
machinery
ask them who's got the best heavy
Yeah, I
machinery
think
roll.
I'm assuming Rye, our technician,
Cham.
or Cham.
I have
Cham.
pretty high heavy machinery.
It would be Cham.
All right.
So how?
Cham, you
okay.
wanna?
Now, how do I do heavy machinery at +2?
So what you're going to do is you're first going to click the +2 down below, next to
Clicking
underneath the chat
+2.
window. So it's +2 to the open
And
up
then
your
I click
character
the-
sheet. Yep.
Yep.
And then click on heavy
Then I
machinery,
click
the
the
little
heavy
die
machinery.
symbol there.
Yep.
Yep.
Come on. Let me click you.
You click on the little die symbol.
I'm
So,
trying to keep. I think I need to make it bigger because it keeps.
well, Wilson. Okay, so one thing, Wilson, you can't carry that bolt gun. It is too heavy for you.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay. Oh.
Oh,
Is that only
dang.
because I have 2 bolt guns? I'm
How is that
a
even
big
possible?
guy.
Actually, no,
Given
it may be.
probability.
It may be. I'll fix that. You are correct because
Okay.
I totally forgot that. So ignore the game over
Okay.
again. Golly, holy moly. Cham.
Wow.
Yeah,
With that
you,
many die, none
you
of it works.
You clank into the side of the ship, or you can push the roll if you would like.
Ooh.
But you would give yourself a point of stress and re-roll.
I mean, I feel like I should. Do I get to re-roll it +2?
Yes. Yeah. But you'll need
That
to.
feel like I
feels
should just
that
do
feels
that.
like a good push. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you
like
need,
a
yeah,
good
so you
push.
need to make sure that you, on your main
so
character sheet, click on 1 point of stress. Oh,
One
click
point
on
of stress. There it
And
goes.
then hit the +2 down below.
Yep.
And
And
then.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You got
What does
it.
clicking push mean?
It means like it should-
Shouldn't that
click
do all of that?
It could do it for you. I'm just letting y'all kind of do it.
Okay,
So
okay.
I want you to get some
Yeah,
clicks
yeah.
out of it.
All right.
There we
There
go.
it is. There it is. 6 the landing.
There we go, Cham.
Just warming
Always
up.
reliable.
I was still really sleepy from
That was a test
Apparently.
run. It was a test run.
test
She's
run.
got
That's
it.
That's all it was. Fine.
Where did I put? I had all the pushes.
She's so ripped.
I have like.
Yeah. That's like
Listen,
slapping
I'm
me
awake
around.
now.
I had. Dang it. I'm trying
Heavy
to find-
machinery stunts. Gain a +1 modification.
Thank you. I was pulling
You,
up the stats.
one is you got this. You don't need to roll to overcome the exact same challenge in the future.
That's
One
right.
is you do it quickly. You probably don't want to break it permanently, I'm assuming. Or you can act quietly or show off.
So
But I
you're going to be able to
stunts,
pocket
right?
a couple. You got to basically.
Yeah, I
I'm going to
wanna-
allow you to pocket a couple of heavy
Can
machinery
I pocket
rolls.
This is-
and And where? Okay, now where on my sheet? Do I just write it down in my book?
Just go to the log page, and underneath your personal log, you can type in there on a blank line that you've got oh my lord, three three stunts there. Okay, for heavy machinery.
Should I use one right now to make sure we get over there safely? Is that something that I can...
No, you did it. No, you're
I
in
did
there.
it.
Yeah,
you could use one to like make sure that if we have to like get back in or something, you can just auto do this again. That you would like never have to roll for this exact thing again.
You could do
I
that.
would pocket it.
You just
Okay, then pocket. Yeah.
I mean, I'm pocketing 3, so I could use one.
But would that also apply to like if we needed to leave? Like if we need to leave here and get back onto the Monty, right? Can we use your pocket of this maneuver to just succeed on that?
Yeah, just get.
I mean, always good to leave the back door open, right?
All right, then I'll just keep my stunts.
Yeah, okay, there's my stunts. I pulled them up. I was like, I knew I had them somewhere. Okay, it's nicely done. So, yeah, Cham, you got a point of stress, but you actually clamp back down again for the good of the crew.
We're fine.
And you latch on, and you hear the magnetic controls clamp on, and you've got a straight shot. No angles, nothing like that. Davis is holding true with the piloting of the ship. So someone now has to put themselves in their spacesuit and jaunt their way over to the door.
Miller, I can go
first. One person can do it at a time.
I can go first, and that way, if I need to use the cutting torch to get the door open, if it won't budge, I can make sure it's open for everybody else. Is that all right?
All right, yeah, Cham, let's see if we can get that open.
So.
Okay. So now I need to put my spacesuit on.
So you put your spacesuit on, and so basically you would make sure it's so go to the gear tab. And
yeah, I think we all should have been putting. We all would have, I think, put our spacesuits on to get ready for this.
Davis would. Well, you can make.
I'm gonna
Davis
hold off.
Davis would have a problem piloting in her spacesuit.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of you've got them equipped. So now what you do in your gear tab, if you go on your character sheet, there is a little symbol that shows carried. It's got to look a little bag. If you click on it once, it changes to equipped. And so now that means you're actually in the suit.
Got it.
Okay. And yeah, and it actually has a couple of armor points on it, which is kind of, it's actually got a little armor rating on it. So just so you know. So now Cham is in her bubble suit. And you basically, everybody, she steps into the airlock, and everybody, unless somebody else is joined, or unless you're all getting in the airlock, because you can, just only one of you at a time can make your way across the deal. Is anybody else getting in the airlock?
Want me to come with you?
Yeah, I'll get in the airlock. Ryan, let's go. And I'll look at Wilson.
Wilson, are you going too?
I'll go too. It's probably better if I go.
So make sure everyone's got their airsuit equipped. Wilson, I will fix. I can't believe that. Let me put this up. Where is this darn thing? How did I goof this thing up? Encumbrance. I'm actually gonna give you a 5 because it's because your strength. Ooh. For the moment, I'm going to pull the bolt. See, Wilson's got the bolt gun. So, Wilson, I'm going to pull out the tool version of it. Let me see. Let me just look at this. Actually... Yeah,
Miller didn't want to give me the pistol. Now here I am, encumbered, dragging the group down.
I pulled the tool version of it off. If you need to use it, I'll bring it up for you right now. Just figured you'd rather have the weapon version of it.
I think so.
Just
to be safe.
So all of you've got your spacesuit equipped, so it shows that you're wearing it. And as you step out there, Cham, you do have a +2 on the roll, but it's a mobility roll to see if you are able to jaunt your way across.
All right.
Successfully done. Nicely done. Even with your little point of stress over there, you
Right.
slowly make your way across.
Right.
Yeah, let me get over here.
So I make my way across this little ladder bridge, and I'm gonna try the door. Do I
Yeah,
need to do a strength check of any kind?
you're going to, yeah, you move up, and as you get right up to it to look and to push, you will notice that there is something wrong with the door, and that there's some damage to it.
From that on the outside, or
It looks a little dented. Yeah. It's going to be a bit of a problem to open up.
okay?
It needs some work. You punch on the power buttons and all that, and it does not seem. It doesn't respond to normal pushing the button to open up on its own like it would if you were to have on your ship. This one is going to. There is basically a wheel mechanism that's on the outside of it that basically allows you to twist and do a manual maneuver of it. And that seems to be stuck because you're pushing on it, and the door has got a kink in it. From the inside, it looks like there's something just wedged enough or caught enough on the tracking mechanism that is preventing the door from sliding open from the wheel maneuver. It's going to take some work. Yes.
All right. Hey, team, there's something blocking the door. I'm going to need a minute to try to get it open.
There's only room for one of us at a time?
Correct.
Yeah.
Is it mechanical or technical?
It's going to be another. It's going to be actually the blowtorch.
Yeah, my cutting torch, right?
It
looks like the.
Do you have the cutting torch? Oh,
I do.
She does.
Oh,
she
well,
does.
Shanola.
She planned in advance.
Never
right.
mind. So
So clearly all the power's out, so none of that's working, and I don't think Rye, you're brilliant, but it's not going to happen. So I'm going to use the cutting torch as a tool to cut a.
You're going to be able to get up in there and try to undo or
nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Try to get through this door.
So what that requires is, so you're going to open up the one that has tools on it. And it's basically, you see that it says when you use the cutting torch, it's a +2 heavy machinery roll.
And do I have to say it carried or equipped on it?
Yes, you do. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And you use the one that's the tool version of it. Yeah.
I don't know which one is the tool version.
Open it up, and it'll say in category whether it's tool or weapon. So.
Tool. Excellent. Oh, that's where I see heavy machinery +2. Okay. Yep. Got it. I'm learning. Equipped. +2. Heavy machinery.
And roll
Work
away.
with me here. Yes. Okay.
You
She's stunting.
She's stunting again. So the heavy machinery is basically, you gain a +1 to the skill roll relating to that, or you can just pocket that roll. Is what I do.
I don't think there's anything. I don't really need to stunt this. So I'll have 4 heavy machinery stunts instead.
Well, this machinery roll would be for the torch. It's specific.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So you would want to pocket that if you need to use it again. Yeah.
Wait, so the first one was for the bridge?
That one was for basically the docking, clamping maneuver, trying to get it to they are specific when you're doing heavy machinery roll because it says you don't need to roll that or to overcome the exact same challenge in the future. So they are pertinent to what kind of roll you're making when you stave the stunt.
Okay. One.
So just cutting torch roll, you could say heavy machinery cutting torch.
Got it. Okay.
So so you spend some time. It takes you a good hour or so, and you can see some metal. There's some bent casings in there and some railing and all that, and you kind of get through it. You do enough. Luckily, you're being cognizant of is that you're trying to make sure that you don't damage the door completely, which would then jeopardize the integrity of the hull. Right. Because that would be bad.
It would be bad.
Yeah, and so you're able to do that, and with a little bit of extra work and all that, then you try the wheel, and it finally and
We're
twist
in.
and you twist and you twist, yeah, and it opens it up, and you see inside you the small, basically, a older version of y'all's basically airlock, and it is dark, and the walls are dark, and there is a thin, basically, what you can see, crystals all over. Crystalline, yeah, basically just the light from your because remember you're also in a bubble head. It's like a fish
Right,
bowl.
but it has a light, right? Like a headlamp.
That's what I'm getting ready to show you. So you're in a fishbowl, and this light is, a widespread kind of a floodlight.
Right.
You're catching all these crystalline, basically fine crystal, all covering everything. Yeah, which you wouldn't expect.
This is weird.
Yeah, but it's open.
All right, so we're in, but this is weird. I need y'all should come over here and look at this.
So, who's next?
I'll go next.
You give me a mobility roll, please, at +2.
See, I don't think it added the plus.
No, I don't see a +2 on it.
No, just so roll me 2 more d6s. Right mouse click on the d6, grab 2 and throw them in the. That's 1. So roll me another one. You are. Just throw me another d6.
One more, right?
Yeah, 1 more d6. I need 2 of them.
Oh, boy.
No.
Rye is just hesitant to want to go across.
Rye could push this, right? But that's,
I think Wilson says, "Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go."
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, Rye kind of steps back. Yeah.
Do I get the +2?
Oh yeah, you get the +2. Yep. You get the +2. Yep.
And mobility?
Uh-huh.
Gorgeous.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Basically.
He's there.
Wilson just. Miller.
Let's go.
+2.
And also, Jimmy, can you clarify if we are entering at deck A? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I think. Are we deck A, junction A2 at the bottom?
Yeah, you're at the top of A1. There's, if you see that little down here, that like a ramp and a ladder.
Oh, the top of A1.
On top of deck A, in the right there, the front part of the ship, of the helm, you're be coming in at the top area of that.
A1, I see it. Okay.
Yep.
Great.
So everybody runs across except for Rye.
Can I make another attempt, or am I just stuck on the other side?
You will need to give it some time before you could go across.
All right. I guess she'll take whatever time she needs to gather herself, and we'll try again.
So, so while you're waiting there, the rest of y'all will shoot across, and you're in the airlock. Yeah, and
wait,
you're seeing.
Did Miller made it too? Oh yes, I see that.
Yep. And all 3 of you, basically, are in the airlock area looking. You could basically see a door, and there'll be then it's a small on the other side of the door is a little chamber area, which is and a small ladder, but barely big enough for your suits to go down to the A level. There is minimal power, because when you step in, you will find outside of there is, there are no lights working, and you don't see anything blinking. There is gravity. So the gravimeters that are working on the ship, so you would able to disengage. You have magnetic boots, which you were using to travel across the bridge and all that, but when you stepped in, you felt the pressure on you that the gravimeters of the ship took over, basically, and were being able to, though they were light, there is at least enough, the energy, the gravity is still there. Yep. And you see this chamber that's covered in crystals.
This is weird.
How's it
we
looking
doing
in there,
anything?
team? They got one of them wheeling you tiny welcome fruit baskets or something? How we looking?
You wish. There's these weird crystals over everything. I don't know. Have you guys ever seen anything like this?
Crystals.
Yeah, it's like something got frozen or I don't know, exposed. It's
I haven't
weird.
seen
Miller?
this before.
Yeah. I wonder if this was something they were studying, maybe? Should we go to the
Could
I
be.
could head down to the science lab and see what I can we have to gather the
Let's
samples
check
anyway,
in with
right?
their mother first.
Oh, yeah.
See if there's any data up there. Hey, Rye, you gonna join us?
Rye, you can. There's some time where they're like. So now y'all can actually, did you want to look at the crystals or,
I would like to look at the crystals.
You're gonna have to mess
yeah.
with crystal because to open up the door that's in front of you, you're gonna have to touch the controls and all that.
If Rye is being hesitant here, I can always just pull rank and get him over, get her over here.
Oh!
I'll say
Rye, which so while you're doing that, so you walk up to the crystals. Y'all will notice that they're it's ice. It's a thin layer of ice, though that the ship must have lost pressure somewhere, or exposed out, or all that, or just over time that the environmental controls were basically almost near shut off here, or are shut off, and so condensation or just time over time in the coldness of space just covered the ship. That's all it is. What's throwing you off is that there's also looking at it, it's black, and when you kind of shuffle a little bit of it away, it leaves this blackened mess on the wall. Where you kind of finger marks, where you kind of push it away, and y'all are studying it, and you're looking and you're checking around, and you bend back, you flip back around, and all of you really pay attention, and you're, getting to Cham will go and would check to see the damage, what was causing the door. That's when you notice that there are these huge indentation creases across part of the door frame. Something hit it fairly hard and kind of dug some canals in the door and across the frame, which was causing the mechanism to the door to not open properly, and that will allow that the three of you that are there can have a point of stress for seeing this, because something hit this door fairly hard. You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's not what I meant to do. I remember how buttons work.
Right, come take a look at this, and
Right,
I'll
make me another mobility roll.
So
Plus
so
two.
when I'm rolling this, I just hit. So by my mobility, it says 2. Is that all I?
No, you go down below the chat window. There's a +2 symbol. Click on that once so it lights up. Then click the mobility dice that are next to it. If it's a 2, there's a little dice symbol to the bottom left of that little area where your the indicator's at. Just double click on that, or grab and drag and drop it in the chat window.
It's not. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
It's still no luck.
well, I would just push it at this point.
I don't know what's going on.
You should push, take the stress point and do it again.
I agree.
Because I think we're gonna need your brains,
Yes.
especially to download data.
Yeah.
I think there might be something wrong with my suit. I feel like I'm hearing something. I don't know if it's a leak or what. I gotta run back. I'm so sorry. I'll get over there as soon as I can. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Are we all connected on comms?
Yeah, very much so. Y'all talk to each other. Let's see. Now I had someone ask Cham. So, are you kind of scraping away what you're seeing when you're looking at this more? And you're trying to. Looks like you're trying to determine.
I'm gonna say, right. Switch out for Cham's suit. or switch out for Davis's suit and get back here.
All right.
All right, they'll take Raya a little bit of time to get in the suit. If whoever's wanting to kind of scrape the lice, you can make me a observation roll. All three of you can actually, since you're all three.
I'll do that.
All three of you are in there. That's good enough.
My observation skills are not great.
Anybody?
Ooh, I did it.
Well.
Everybody did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you can pocket yourself some observation. Yeah, it ain't. This is it's soot. There's been a fire somewhere on this ship, and it must have permeated a lot of places because it's even here. So that is soot that is crystallized. You know, the ice is crystallized on top of. You know, so there's been a fire somewhere.
All right, now I didn't do that great in school, but if there's soot, somebody had something bad go wrong with fire here.
Pretty much.
All right, let's.
The hell have you brought us into, Miller?
Listen, this is Waylon Yutani, not me.
Yeah, fair point.
Hey, airlock's
My
all
bad.
prepped for you, Rye. Whenever you're feeling it, you can come on in.
Thanks,
All right,
Davis.
so
Okay.
what do we? Oh yeah.
So you basically know that you run a real quick check from where you're at there. You're on your onboard. Your suit will tell you there are no environmentals on this ship right now. You got no oxygen, so you're in your suits, and the suits do require a power roll. Y'all have been in them for a while. And so if you go to your main tab, you're going to look down at consumables, and there's a power roll.
That power is to 0? Is it supposed to say that?
It shouldn't if you have your suit turned on. If you're equipped, your suit is equipped. Really weird. Whoa, what? No, it shouldn't.
Are
It
you
did.
out?
Hold
Have
on,
I
let me
been
check.
sabotaged?
I don't know.
Did you guys give me the suit with a hole in it?
No, that was
No,
right.
the suit has air supply,
Air.
not power
I'm-
supply.
Thank you. Yeah, I was reading that wrong. It's air. My bad.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
All of you make a air roll that have this. That are the three of you that are in the. Yep. Just click once on the. Yep. And you just need a success. So. No, I'll give. I'll give Wilson's back. I'm not.
It.
Wait. Why have you got 6 points of? Oh, that's because that's how it rolls it. That's right. Oh, wow. Yeah, it does. Wilson, your air went down by 2. I totally forgot it's a stress roller deal, so it's bad. So your suit's acting up a little, Wilson. So you a little bit more. Right now you're okay, but you're going. The environmentals on this ship are going to be. Y'all already kind of know that it's kind of paramount that y'all get this thing.
Let's
Who
just
did
do this
roll?
fast. and
I
get
would
off
like
here.
to get the air running on this ship, get what we need. Thank you.
Okay, so Miller, you lost 1 too. Yep. Okay.
So I lost none because I didn't roll anything.
That's right. You didn't roll. Your batteries are holding. Your air is fine. You're not breathing. You're going along with it. You're not heavy breathing. You know how to.
Let's just get
breathe.
let's
see
get
if
the
we-
stuff we need and get out of here.
So now you got to remember this is a big ship. It's not the map. So walking and doing is going to take time. But the three of you are in.
We're gonna go up to their mother, see if we can get any info before we continue to explore.
Has Rye been able to join us yet?
Not yet. She's putting the suit on. She'll be there.
Oh, she's
shortly.
swapping suits. Okay.
Yeah, so you got a ladder to go down. There is I'm trying to remember where is the, what's that other symbol? I can't remember. It is a intercom. Okay, so the intercom's dead. That's what that little round symbol is. I was trying to remember the legend on this. And then the airlock and the ladder down. Now you move down into Junction A. So what you first do though is that you shut the airlock door out. You have to shut it. You can get in there. You're gonna have to shut one of the doors. Okay, it's just protocol, and so you can either shut the out one. or you can keep the inner one shut that y'all have to go to get into the main junction A.
If we shut the out one, Rye has to make a strength check to open the door.
No, yeah,
and
we'll shut. I mean,
she
there's
doesn't
no
have the
air in
tools
this.
to open it.
Yeah,
That's
we'll shut
correct.
we'll shut the
inner
indoor
one.
one. There's no air
Yeah,
anyway. It
yeah.
doesn't matter
The in one's a simple. There is also a mechanical, but there's no power. There is a way to just push and twist to open up the door, and that's what you do. And that one, outside of just a little tug from the frozen state of the metal, it opens right up. Okay, but you can shut it so that it's just in case. It's just protocols. It's just smart maneuvering on y'all's part to know that you need to do that. And you're standing there, and you see more of the same thing in Junction A1. There at the top level, you have a ladder that goes down, and it looks like it goes down several levels, which is to be expected at this junction. And if you remember the maps in your head, it would go I think it goes down to. Does it end on? Yeah, it ends on C, because D is most of the D level is the docking in the bay area, the loading bay area of the ship. So it would go down 2 levels. This area is covered with ice, just as bad
we're
and
in
blackened
C. Okay.
soot. It has what you see, a couple of air vents. Little access panel, those little thin lines on your map. If you're looking at it, those are kind of little crawl spaces or what's the word I'm looking for? They're crawl spaces.
Let's get to this ship's mother.
Okay.
See what we can learn.
Yeah. So you would have to go due north.
Yep.
I am also going due north.
So actually, let me.
I guess I'm going with them.
We have a map. So what are we doing? You know what? We're going to put Miller, and we're going to put Cham, and we're going to put Wilson on this. And
we're on deck A? Yeah.
Deck A.
I'm sending you the map. I'm sending you the map. Okay.
I see it. All right.
Okay. Yeah. And you know that you've got to go due north. Is that what you do? You guys can move into the next zone. You can grab your tokens. Just you can't move to Mother. You got to move to there's a door.
Oh.
Watch it out, Miller. Yeah, Wilson trying to jump in there. You get to that door, and you've got to have a key card for Mother, and none of your card doesn't work, Miller, because you're not authorized to open up access Mother. You have to find the access card for Mother on this ship.
My access card doesn't do anything?
Yeah, does Wilson have an override?
Got him.
You weren't supposed to tell anybody you had that. I don't think.
I
thought I'm like looking at it. I thought that.
I heard nothing.
You don't know about it, right?
Hold on a second. Yeah, I thought it said somewhere. Did it not say in the? Hold on, I'm making sure because I.
Like a Weyland-Yutani skeleton key.
Yeah, I mean,
the Montero, and I haven't said that. Cronus, make the crew. You're embedded the crew. You actually come. Where is your personal item, though?
My signature item on my character sheet.
Yeah, the access key card. Yeah, I didn't send that to you. Shit, that's on me. Yeah, your access key card is not for this ship. It is actually for the Montero. It's for the Montero to get into Mother and the control systems of that ship. That your other players do not know anything about.
We've heard nothing.
What?
Yeah, that's my bad. My bad on that. So I thought it was on the log.
All right, let's move.
It's a secret even
down.
from me.
Let's move down
my
to.
bad. I ruined it already. That's a point of deal. So,
let's move down to the cryo. See if there's any survivors. The examination room's past that anyway.
For the sake of discourse through the game, can we say, Captain, that you are or someone is kind of reporting what you see generally as you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like we're on comms, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Everything we're saying to everyone.
Yeah,
Great,
you're close
thanks.
enough, and they're strong enough, and all that, and your power that you could all chat with each other, especially in the suits, and that Davis is sitting in a chair, and she would be able to pick up that deal. And Rye, you've got another suit you put on, and if you would please make me another mobility roll at +2.
Davis, I really love whatever this cologne is that you've been wearing.
Thanks.
What?
Yeah, it's just luminescence they
What?
calling it now.
They call it?
Luminescence by Wayland.
By Wayland.
Hey, by the way,
All
real
of
quick.
all of y'all are females except Wilson. So just remember, though. Okay, so
Yeah.
What
Davis
does
has got
that
this
have to do
talk.
with anything
Yeah.
that's just happened?
All right, there, Rye.
It's gonna be
finally.
perfume, not cologne.
It's across.
Got
Okay.
a stunt.
Yeah, you got a stunt. Yes, you did.
right.
So
Nice.
Rye will now. Y'all are waiting, and you will hear
Yeah, we're
Rye
just outside.
clank, 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 and then scraping open the door. There's enough time to spend what y'all are doing that if you have a point of stress, you can take one off. If you have two, you still have one, but you all have taken a little time,
Okay.
and you may remove 1 point of stress.
All right, let's
Is
get
there
down
a
to
way for
cryo.
Davis to safely join us?
I know. I think we can.
Nah, I think there's enough weird stuff over here. Davis should probably stay over there, don't you think?
Wouldn't you want help with the weird stuff?
No, I want to make sure the weird stuff doesn't go on our ship.
Well, also, our ship is like a flying bomb because of all that helium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's keep Davis on the.
Yes, it is.
But you bring
Well,
up
I
a
think
good
Ryan
point,
makes a good
Wilson.
point. We know that to be unstable, and everything here is frozen. I think we might be better off as a complete team.
It's your call,
Right.
Cap.
Davis, how's the course looking on this ship? Is there any irregular movement?
No, Cap. She's floating smooth and steady as she goes, and no asteroids, nothing in sight.
Yeah,
All right.
connected to
I
the
don't know-
ship
well,
and all
hang on.
that. And so, I'm sorry to mean to catch him, but connected to the ship and all that, though it is a flimsy, it is still, because you're match speed and inertia, you are more at the mercy of the big ship over yours now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other thing, remember our sensors didn't work and we didn't see the big giant ship, so
Right.
maybe it looks fine for now, but I don't know. With all that helium-3, I
You've
want to
already
make
found
sure
a
that...
door that's messed up somehow that you don't like. That
Davis,
wasn't
why
natural.
don't you get down here? But set mother to autopilot. I think we'll be okay. If I need to go back, I can take the reins.
Yes. Sweet. Awesome. All right. See you over there.
I think my suit's okay. You'll see. I patched something. It should be fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
Davis, you could put that suit on, make sure it's equipped, and then make me a mobility roll at +2, please, to
Okay.
jaunt your way over as the rest of y'all are waiting around.
See if I can
I'm gonna say y'all are kind of waiting here.
All right. Cap, also, if we want to speed things up, Ryan and I can go check the science area and get all the data and samples while you guys check cryo.
Let's do that.
All right.
Davis, maybe it is the suit.
It looks like
Yeah,
looks like
He
you're
needs a
gonna
better
push that
patch
roll,
job.
Davis. Unless you want to sit back over in the chair.
If I know
Uh,
Davis is pushing that roll.
Yeah, I mean,
Davis can.
I'm starting to get Davis is starting to get like very very jittery. Like they're starting to sweat. It's starting to get really really boring, and the stars are starting to blur a little.
Not
Very
enough
nice.
adrenaline in that
There you
ship.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
Yep. Davis. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Davis comes up behind Ryan, and goes boo. So, yeah. Okay. So you click.
All
across. All right. You're all then, and you come down, and y'all are. Then I will put y'all all here. So now, what are the orders, Captain? So
All
you're
right.
all sitting here.
Cham, you and I, let's go check cryo.
Now, so have you looked at the ship? So let's talk about what we've got here. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit for everybody to look at this. So Deck A is telling you you've got a junction, which basically it's just access junction that goes down 3 levels. There is another stairwell south of this, which is more geared to get to the air scrubbers. As y'all are sitting there thinking about it, you do hear something down below somewhere. There's a thump. It's a real faint thump, and it's sporadic. Thump, thump. And then it'll go away for 5-10 minutes. Thump. And it's very faint. You hear it somewhere in the ship.
Is it rhythmical, like something mechanical?
Well, you don't know. It's what it sounds like. It sounds like it. You know that the air scrubber shaft is right next to it. It's accessible on this ship. And basically, air scrubber, what is the environmental controls on this ship? A little bit outdated, but basically, down at the very bottom of this shaft is a pool of water, and there are electronic rods that are in it, and they basically move up, and they will fire off electricity, which then kind of basically
ionizes?
Ionizes basically the molecules of the water. Basically makes oxygen. It's how it makes oxygen, and then it floats up and is pushed up through the ventilation system.
Listen, everyone, we're staying on level. Let's clear level A before we move down.
Right.
So I want the 3 of you going down into that examination room, and let's check cryo, Cham.
Yep. Cryo chambers are down south, and then their wardrobes and their exam room and another junction area.
It feels so included. You gave me an order.
There you go. So y'all move. Y'all can move which way y'all are headed. You're going through those doors.
Pap, you want me to stay with you, or you go one way, I go the other?
Well, they'll have to walk through cryo 3 on their way to the exam room. So I'll take cryo 1. You take cryo 2.
Copy.
Well, there's only one way to get to, so you got a single door down there that you know you'd have to get to, and then you could branch off from the
let's all...
Now, Cham, you have a door. You can't move through there.
Yeah.
You can only move one door at a time.
Got it. Okay.
What's up, Jeffrey?
I thought I could get through this first door.
You can't. Well, yeah, you moved, and then you can move into that first little hallway there. You can only move through one door at a time.
There.
Okay.
I can go there between the doors.
All of y'all can move in there. Now I see Davis and Rye. Are y'all moving along with them?
So, all right. You and what are your orders, Captain?
All right. I want the 3 of you to check the examination room and cryo 3, while Cham and I check cryo 1 and cryo 2. Let's see if there are any survivors.
Got it. Okay. So, okay.
Only go one door's width.
Yeah, we're gonna hit cryo 3 before we hit the examination room. So I guess that's stop number 1 for us.
I'm waiting for Cham and for Davis to move to their appropriate areas. Y'all can move it. Y'all can all move into that hallway.
Yeah.
Okay, or through the first door. Yeah. Just right through the door. There you go. No, well, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. You
I was just making room.
I know.
We're in the hallway.
Just move in there. Here's what's happening, because as y'all move into that doorway, same stuff. Ice is everywhere. Soot everywhere. What you'll notice is you hit this hallway area, and I should have said it when you went up to Mother, there was a faint glow of lights that were illuminating where you stepped on the floor area, so you could kind of step in. It kind of gave you, it's like, walking lights. They just kind of followed you along a little bit up and down, 5 or 10 feet ahead of you and behind you, just kind of illuminating the area. You walk, but very, very faint. Definitely not as bright as they should be. When y'all all stepped into this hallway and looking around right here in the center, up against this door right here, there's someone sitting on the ground in a suit.
Oh.
But you basically can tell from y'all's angles when you turn in the doorway and look down, there is an individual sitting there on the floor.
I kneel down to look in the helmet, see if there's any there.
Anybody else?
I'll let Wilson do that.
Well, okay. So
This is someone who has learned about stress points.
Yeah, basically. But say I'm going to be giving, and for all of y'all to have a point of stress, because where the helmet and the head would be at is not there.
Okay, then my instructions are clear.
There is no head there. Yeah, you basically move up to it, and you can see what it was, a human person.
Oh no.
What you then look, you see splattered all about the door and the roof above, where the head is blood, red gunk, frozen over. Laying in the hands and on the ground is a shotgun. And then that other thing that you notice is that the suit, its arms and its legs are ripped, as though, and you can tell that the arms and legs are elongated another good 3 to 4 feet. As though like Stretch Armstrong. Yeah, this person's arms and legs grew enough that they split the suit open in areas.
I pick up the shotgun.
Shotgun is there, and it has y'all get a point of stress. You're welcome. And there is let me give you a shotgun. Let me find out where the equipment is.
Is that going to encumber me, the shotgun and the bolt gun?
You're about to find out.
Guess so.
You are Wilson gear, and there is a 1 reload. Let me give you the shotgun first, and then you can give you a reload. So basically, it's got a few extra shells you find on the person.
Is anyone really good at ranged combat? Because apparently
this is close. Shotgun is close combat.
Close combat?
Yeah. Well, it's ranged, but it's up. You use it up close and personal.
Got it.
I actually am pretty good at ranged.
Yeah, you would be. Oh, yeah, you most certainly ranged. But you have depending on the range of the individual, you could be at a plus or minus depending on what you're doing.
Davis, what's your ranged stat?
Is that an official inquiry? I got it 2.
Well, everybody has close range combat, but then your plus and minus will tell you in the weapon. There's the shotgun and Wilson, and it has got where the pistol clips, shotgun shells. You got 1 reload marked on the sheet.
Gorgeous, thank you.
All right.
Say what? He wasn't going to use it anymore.
Agreed. Let's be on our best behavior here. Keep your eyes out. Let's keep moving towards the cryo.
Feels like our behavior is not gonna do anything with that guy.
Wait. I mean, okay.
Yes?
Are we just not? I mean, I've been on runs and seen quite a few things here, but we're just not going to talk about the stretch, the
putty man. You want to talk about the putty man? I'd rather pretend I didn't see the putty man. Ugh.
Listen, let's keep our heads on, all right? We don't know what's
Choice
going
of words, Miller. My God, a man died.
Listen, I would like to have another weapon out right now, but
Would you like a bolt gun?
and I have a blowtorch.
I mean, an air breach couldn't have done something like that.
Yeah,
like,
have you seen every possible
this is
air
a
breach?
research vessel. This is a research vessel, right? We don't know what they were researching. We don't know what's happened here. First thing we need to do is figure out if they're survivors and get some information. All right.
You think the research imploded his head?
I don't know what they were researching. I don't know what they were examining in an examination room.
I need air rolls for all of y'all, please. All this talking, you're using up air.
All right.
Rolls.
Uh-oh. We lost Harry. Rye, he got disconnected somehow.
Oh no. Hang on.
Did we lose him in Zoom? No. Rye, you may have to. Your fantasy grounds crashed on you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. Just making sure. Yeah, you got disconnected. Reconnect. You're good.
All right.
Everybody
so I
else
lost a bit of air.
is
Lost
losing
the topic.
air, huh?
Okay.
I'm not losing air. I learned how to breathe this time.
That's right. I see
I
champs.
think
I need Davis. On the front.
I rolled.
I didn't see it.
But did it not?
No. Roll it again.
No.
Yeah, roll your air.
My bad.
Okay.
Did that come up?
No, I don't see it. Grab and drag the mice into the chat window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're just either double click or it's not doing it though. I don't see it unless it's. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. Yeah, you
Oh.
lost, that's all right. You lost some air. See?
Let's press
Breathe
on,
in,
shall we?
Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay. So while
Wait, does
Rise-
Rye have air?
Yeah, I'm
I need to
sorry.
ride him. As soon as Rise, as soon as you get back in, you got your. Here, I'll send you the map again.
Oh.
You'll need to make an air roll. That's on your front tab of your character sheet.
Yep.
Would
Just
you please?
waiting to get back into Fantasy Grounds. I could actually roll some d6s, some real d6s,
Yeah.
if you want.
No, you're good.
Okay. All right. I'll let you know when I'm back in.
You're good.
All right.
It'll load. You get crashed and it's going to re-load the books and all that. That's all.
If someone
Yeah,
can roll
yeah,
for me
I
in the interest of expediting
I'll do it.
this.
I'll do it real quick. Yeah, I failed for you. You lost one there. You're welcome. The rest of y'all can move through this. Yeah, through this through this walk area, seeing all the same kind of stuff. As you move through the area, you're hearing that thumping. Every now and then, it's very faint. Like I said, it's not consistent and all that, but it's coming deeper down somewhere in the ship below you. Okay. No air. Your lights up. You get to the door here. The windows are crusted over. You will have to make me heavy machinery rolls to open
Can
up
I
these
use-
doors.
can I use one of my
yours.
stunts?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
How do I use one of my
You
stuff?
just get rid of one of them. You don't have to roll. You just have to know.
You just add one.
You just tell yourself you've lost. If you depending on how you recorded it. Where are you, Cham?
I record. So I had 3 stunts for heavy machinery with the
Yeah, then
docking
just now change the
mechanism.
3 to 2. That's
2.
all.
Okay.
There. That's
And
it.
then
yeah.
just do one of the add ones before you roll.
Add
No,
one.
it doesn't have to roll. She didn't have to roll. She
I can just do it.
Yeah, she basically says, "I'm using one of my stunts to say I made that roll."
Got it.
It's an auto
Oh,
success.
it's a full.
It's an
I
auto
thought it was just
success.
adding bonuses.
Yeah, you can't choose to use an add one, or if it's the same specific roll, and I give her this one, that's fine. Open the door, bam, I open it up, and I'm good with that.
All right.
So
And
I want her to use them.
we're coming down
Got
the
it.
other hallway, so we have to
So-
roll our own door open.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Rye, are you loaded back in?
Yes.
What's your heavy machinery at?
1.
Does that add to your total strength?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's strength plus your roll 5 dice. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay, so you are going to be much better at this than I am. I
That's right.
suggest
Me
you
too.
roll first.
Are you in there, Rye? Back online?
Yeah.
So open up your ship. There you go.
I'm going to try to open the door.
Oh no.
Oh no! Yeah, and your hands slip, and you just kind of shuffle. Yeah, so y'all are kind of kicking at the door,
And
all
that's a stress point for me, right?
it. I gave it to you already. Yeah.
I thought I had that from seeing the
When you push it, the pan. Oh
had
yeah,
the
no, it's stress. Keep it. No, you keep it together. You have the stress, so you panic because you failed on that panic on the actual yellow die, and so it made a panic roll for you. So you held it together, but you don't.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't, unless you push.
Is there
it, you're
anything
fine.
of note
I
in
forgot.
this hallway that we've walked
Nope.
into?
Well, not yet. So one
Yeah.
is someone's
Davis,
going to
you're
go
with
down.
us.
You hear them banging on the door down there as you pass it. But yes, as you pass where you know the cryo chamber entrance is at.
Yeah, this one. Davis, come on down with us.
Shit, Shinola. This door looks like it's got similar claw marks, ton of claw marks, would only be described if something was trying to get into the door. And this door,
Get in.
and trying to get through the door, trying to rip the door off the hinges or out of its, railing and all that.
From this side or from the other side?
This side, you see
I don't like that.
multiple heavy indentations on the door, and the the roll for it is the mechanism for it is damaged. You're going to have to get this door opened up via power.
Can I use
Cham,
my
will you
torch?
will you let our corporate
Oh,
friend
yeah.
here through the door?
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah. Do they
Yeah, you
need
need
some
to have a machinery roll. You
assistance?
can, if you want to use one of your stunts, just pop that door open for him.
I'll use my roll because
You
I
can
feel
roll.
like I might need my stunts.
Okay, there you go.
Much appreciated.
Quick question.
You're
Shoot.
welcome.
Game Mother, was there anything else on the body of the no,
headless
nothing
man?
in like their suit or anything?
No, just
Okay.
what was left of their head and glass.
Shotgun.
And the shotgun itself. And
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Can
I actually will say it actually had suffered. The suit was covered in soot, and though it had some flame damage on it, there was some burning marks on it and all that. You would look to see where the name tag or who this person might have been, and that was burned away. So there you go. You don't know who it is. So
All right, Chan, let's see about this. Let's see about this door. Let's check for survivors here.
Yeah,
I
they're covered in frost again. And if you use the torch mechanism on it, you will ruin the door. You will just so that you know that you will ruin the locking mechanism on the door. That it would not be able to be locked or shut again.
you want me to open it?
Do what you can.
I
we
think
can
it would be
force
better
open.
if we left the lock intact, just seeing how things have gone on this floor of the ship.
That's how I'm feeling
agree.
too.
I mean, just throwing this
So-
out there, there's got to be a backup generator somewhere.
I
Usually
agree. I
they're
think
on
priority
lower
number
floors.
one of our priorities is going to have to be seeing if we can get power back on this ship. I don't want to
Yeah.
keep having to
I'm
rely
in
on our
favor
air
of that.
supplies.
So-
you know that that would require you to go down to level C.
Yeah.
And I will send you the map just so you kind of see it.
Well, we're not going down there yet.
I'm just letting you see it so you know what's going on. Is that you would have to make
Letting
your way
us
all the way
see it.
down to the reactor
get
relay
power.
control and where the reactor. There is a nuclear reactor on this ship.
Oh, is
Good.
that
Just so
all?
you know. Okay.
Great.
That's how it powers everything.
Great.
Anyway,
Okay.
back to deck A.
All right. So using the powered torch is not a good idea. So I should do a heavy machinery. Will a heavy machinery? That won't work.
No,
Any
the
ideas?
that mechanism is broke. It
So,
took damage.
Other ways to get through this
so
door.
now, let me say, you think there would be time to fix it and all that, but that's going to take a couple of shifts of work. There's going and that means knowing that you can fix it. Can't say you can't fix it, but for the moment, it's a problem, and that you would run out of air before you'd be able to completely fix the mechanism.
Okay.
We could go turn the power back on and then come up through the further south ladder, come back around the other direction at the exam room and the cryo chambers. We are already
we
trying
could
to turn.
we could go down a floor and just come up the other way.
We could even go down 2 floors, turn the power on, come back up. We could get around this door. I think Davis's point was apt that we are prone to discussion. It's not a good use of air.
Let's get down to deck
y'all.
C.
Oh boy. To that point.
You're welcome. You said the magic word.
Prone?
Air.
Oh no.
Yeah, Davis, you've been doing the most talking.
Oh.
Jeez.
Who is hurting?
Oof.
I think
Oh,
it's
actually,
not.
All right.
I think it's
Hey,
not
Cap,
talking.
can we?
Let's
Cap, can we
let's
prioritize. Like, I think we need to divide and conquer because it seems like we have a lot of priorities, right?
I'm not the captain.
let's get Rye. Let's get Rye down to deck C. I'll go with Rye down to deck C. See if we can get this power back on. Cham, Davis, why don't you head down to deck B and see if you can get into the what is it? There's the bridge up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See if
great.
see if we can learn anything.
You
we
got
need
it.
the access card if you think or bust
we
in.
need
But
the access cards for the bridge as well.
Oh yeah,
The
there's no.
commanding.
You guys have to have access card to the major areas. Yep.
Could we go to the deck B and go to the science lab and grab the samples we're supposed to grab?
I think we can go to the science lab and then we can take the ladder back up to try to get back around to cryo and deck A.
But do we know if that is locked down too?
No, we won't know till we get there.
We don't know. Okay, let's just try it then, right? Like we can't.
All right.
I mean, I sort of feel like it'd be better if Cham came with me because, two tech heads are better than one. No offense, Captain.
All right. You and Cham go down, see if you can get the reactor going. The rest of us will we'll stay on B, see if we can get into the science section.
All right.
Stay on comms.
There's no air in here, and Cham and I don't have any weapon. Both of our weapons need air, to be effective. So maybe if you take something.
Your cutting torch you can use in space. There has its own propellant. It was hard. It has a heating mechanism.
Can I give Rye my bolt gun?
You could trade. Yeah, you can trade weapons and all that. Now the best way to do that is that you take the weapons and go back. You drag it from your character sheet back into the gear section on the party sheet. You move it back up there. Then the other character goes and grabs it and drags it to their gear area. So
I don't know how you fix a reactor. I don't know if it needs bolts, but
because Rye, you still have the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Would you like a bolt gun?
Yeah, Cham, take that bolt gun.
Yeah, may as well.
Bolt gun is going to the gear.
Okay, and Cham, you'd grab it from the party sheet and drag it to your gear section on your character sheet. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Or Chamurai. Okay, so who gave up the flamethrower?
That would be me.
Okay.
No, you still have the flamethrower, right?
Okay. All right, I'll hang on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just giving Cham the bolt cutter.
There you go.
I mean.
All right, let's go to the stairwell.
Okay. So, let me talk. So, watch. Okay. Oh, you're going to that stairwell. So, so you got that stairwell that goes up and down, but it's isolated to the air scruff shavers. The air scruff, it goes up and down only. It does not provide. Oh, no, it does it. Actually, let me see. What does it? I actually make sure I rule
the stairwell goes to every level.
Yeah, it does. You're right. My bad. So, yep.
Okay.
There's two, but it's
we can just go to the closest
mainly
stairwell.
used to go to the air. It basically is connection to get to the air scrub shaft and the air vents and all that. So, but so Wilson's moving to that one. Yeah, if you haven't entered a room yet, you can stay outside the door till I get you to that room. So
not bad.
Yeah, that's all. It's just for game's sake. So, and y'all are looking at the headless man who's sitting right there.
Hey, buddy.
The other three of you are moving also. You would have to go to that shaft and then decide which way you're going up. So all of y'all would move back that way.
So can you tell me what the symbol is that's at the end, either end of the hallway that we're in right now?
Those are elevators that they come from this level that take it down to the main loading dock area. They
wouldn't stop at the other decks.
Oh, it looks like they go to everyone.
Fine, yeah, they did if you had power.
Yeah.
Fair point. All right, so we all have to go back here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So y'all move to. Okay. So we're going. So are we going A1 or going to the other stairwell?
I was going to the stairwell. I'm assuming.
Yeah. So you can move.
Yeah,
you can open
stairwell.
that door if you're going to move to it. Whoever's moving to it first.
I'm going to let Cham be the one who opens doors.
She's so good at it.
Yep, you have a machinery roll to open up the stairwell shaft that's going down, not the one Actually, you didn't come through that door. That's right. That's the one's got the bloody goop all over it, or frozen bloody goop.
Thank you for letting me deal with the bloody goop.
But I thought he said you're going up to the north one, but someone I thought was trying to go through the south one. That's all.
That's the captain. Wait, so I'm trying to open the south door?
We're going to the stairwell.
So that's south of us, yeah?
That's south.
Yeah.
We have to get those two doors open.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so here is my heavy machinery roll.
You got it. Okay.
And you
And
got
I
a
have
stunt.
2 stunts.
A stunt. Yep. Got yourself another stunt for the opening doors. Okay. Yep. So stepping through.
All right. All right. And I got to open this next door too, I guess?
No, yeah, you open them. I'll give you both. It's just they're right there, connecting
Great.
each other. So, see, look at it. See, they just want to jump right on in there. She is just. Hold on, it's Cham first, guys.
I'm going down the stairs, right?
I'm going
Well,
with
you are in a second, but I got to tell you something. It ain't free.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's why.
We're
So
in
this
the
is why
door.
I say when y'all make movements, you got to get kind of specific of what you're doing, and I'm going to hold you in the zone because it's new to you, and there's probably going to be something. There may or may not be, but I just try to hold you to what's happening. You open the door,
Right.
Cham,
So I open
and-
the door.
Yeah, to what's the
And everybody else
ventilation
is
and the
behind
maintenance
me.
shafts. You know that these along the walls are big grates that would be at every level, and there are big filters there. And basically, the air is pumped up through these things and then filtered out. Basically then poured out through the ventilation shafts. The air is electrolyzed water, and it generates the oxygen. And there's a direct feed. There's a reactor down there, electron reactor that's part of the nuclear reactor part that does all this because there's water down there. When you open up that door, this clanking noise you can hear even a little bit more defined is coming up through the shafts. However, there are 2 grates. One along each side wall here and here.
Sorry, where and where?
I can't see you.
Are you selecting something?
Oh hell,
or-
I'm drawing the wrong damn lines. Oh my god. No, I didn't. Why can't y'all see that?
On deck.
I said-
Oh, I can see
Oh,
it now.
now,
I can
3
see it now. I
meter,
think it's just
3
lag.
meter.
Yeah, it's just supposed to. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. No, they're there. Why is it not? Oh, I got to zoom in. Sorry, folks. Yeah, they do lines now. I just wanted to draw a line.
Oh, I got to zoom.
You got to zoom in a little bit. Yeah,
Got
looks
it.
like it's
Okay.
in fancy ground. So they used to be just to be able to draw a line, and I don't need the indicators. Basically, there's a line on both sides of those walls. That's where the shaft. That's where the grates and the filtering's at. Normally, they would just be sitting, they're just grates, and you could be able to unscrew them and get to the filters to clean them, and then you could crawl down the shafts to get down to where the actual engine's at. However, you stop because growing out of the shafts, the grate system and all that, are pumpkin-sized melon things. There's a couple sitting on the ground, and there's a couple in actually the grates, like they've grown in and wrapped around the grate and are just sitting there. That's the best way to explain it. It's some growths, and they're on both sides of the system of the grates there, and there are a couple of that are embedded inside the grate itself.
Ryan, what are we looking at?
All right, hold
Yeah,
hold up. There are some weird orby things that you just heard Game Mother describe. Has anybody seen anything like this before?
No, you have not.
Can we make an observation roll?
Oh, you observed them. They're right in front of you.
But we can't learn anything about
You
them
have
by
no
making a
idea
roll.
what these are.
We
You have
idea what they are.
no idea. Nor what they are, or why the hell they're there, or should they be there.
I mean, I've heard of some bad cases of mold and things on the frontiers, and it could be that they caught some sort of a bug off world that then
I see
they
you guys,
carried
Josh.
back in them.
Well,
Mold
Space
does
mold.
come to mind. It's like big clumps of it. It's they're not pulsating or doing anything like
Now,
that.
are
Okay?
the grates have been popped through?
No. No, the
They've just
grates are
grown
there.
through
These
the
things have
grates.
grown through and in and around it. Yeah, yeah.
And can
Yep.
we still get down the stairs?
You would have to move through these things,
We'd have to touch them.
possibly, unless you're one agile SOB.
Yeah.
I would like to roll to be an agile SOB and get the hell down the ladder.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep.
You got a stairwell behind you, you know.
But as the stairwell behind us goes up.
Yeah,
right?
no, it goes down. Junction A1 goes
Let's,
all the way.
let's look. I'm going to go look in Junction A1. Maybe there's less space mold in it.
Well, when y'all came in at Junction A1, that you started there, but there is a
Right.
ladder that goes down to B and C also.
Yep.
I don't. Great.
Let's go back down through Junction 1.
I'm just telling you, if you
Okay,
want to
Cap.
mess with the big pods, you're more than welcome to mess with the
No,
big
no, no.
pods.
Cap. I like Captain made a decision. Let's do it. They evaluated. We don't want to mess with these mold pods. Sounds
Yep.
good to me, Cap. I
And
gave
can we
up
all
vegetarianism a while ago.
and we already opened that door, right? So we can go back through
Yeah, you
it.
could go right back into A1. Most
All
certainly.
right, yep.
All five of you can move back into A1. And
Yep.
okay. Yep.
All right. Yep.
Will it-
Yeah. Can we
was-
close that door back up?
Yep. You sure
Great.
can. Yep.
Great.
Close
I
it back
closed
up.
that door, locked it up, and then
Did,
moved.
did y'all want to say anything to the headless man before you went by again? Just wish just give him a
I tap
little
him
pat
on
the
his
shoulder.
shoulder.
Can't pat him on the head. But,
No, I give him a shoulder pat, a
a
respectful
little shoulder
one.
pat. Yeah, he falls
Is
over.
there any
You know,
sort of, is there any sort of insignia? Do we have any sense
burned
of the
away.
rank?
Burned away. Yeah, you looked and all that. It was part of the suit caught fire and all that, and whatever his name was, whoever he was, he or she is gone. You don't know the identification of the person. No.
All
Unless
right.
you from the standpoint, you don't even know it's sex,
All right.
honestly, because you'd have to
Everyone,
take it
we're
apart.
moving down to deck B. Before anyone goes down to deck C, let's see what's left in the armory. If we can get more oxygen or ammo, I think it might be prudent.
All right,
good.
I'm going to move y'all to junction B1. 1 second, and then I will send you the
Opening
map.
up my map.
Yep, you can close out. Yeah, you close out map A, and if you had your hotkeys set, you could hit the hotkey.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
and
right.
you would
Have
be
a
sitting
hotkey.
at B1. Let me make sure
Yep.
you're all there. Got
Yep.
the map.
Yeah. Perfect.
There we are. And this is where we'll hold for the night.
Wow.
And no one died. Except for that
No.
guy we found.
Except for
He
the
was
guy
already
you
dead.
found.
He's already dead.
He's right.
No one
didn't do it.
actively died.
Yep, we will hold there. Try to keep
Oh,
us on
man.
time a little bit. It's a good spot before you begin
Thank
to
you.
venture to the next part of the ship and all that. And I'm saving my punches, hey. Nicely done, folks. Hope you enjoyed episode 1 of Chariot of the Gods. And we're giving them a little bit more free time than we usually do in our other games because we usually we have more of a deadline. But this group, because of their talent level, they want to RP more, and they're a little bit better at it than most of us. Okay, and so we're gonna let them do that. And as they are doing that, they're sucking up their air. You notice how that works?
I did notice that.
You notice that? You're welcome. See?
It's always good to
am-
punish role
I am
playing.
learning.
You like that? You like that? Thanks, Bill.
Stuff is going up and my air is going down.
It's like excellent negative football coach training here. This is good.
Alrighty, so that will we'll hold it there for the night, folks. We had a few viewers. Thank you. I saw Jeffrey and Zarathon in there. Say hello, guys. Wizard Towers Games. Thank you for the help of our sound. We got that figured out. It's been a while since we had used our lovely Fantasy Grounds. Our OBS. And I saw was also Andy Smith was out there. So we had a few. So we're gonna hold it here. We'll be back the same time, 7:30 Central next Monday night again as we progress further and deeper into the Chronos and unravel the mysteries of what the hell is going on. Let's real quick. Anybody? I'll start with Miller again. I know what you can and can't say, but just say goodnight to everybody. If there's anything you'd like to relay to the viewers, please do so, or those who will watch the VOD, please do so.
Just having fun. I'm on strike, but hopefully the strike's going to end soon. Then I'll be able to talk about some cool projects that have come out and are in production.
Davis.
Yes, Nick Jordan. This was a blast, super fun. Also on strike, but and now I am on a new strike from alien pods and putty men. That was horrifying and disgusting. New strike unlocked. Thank you.
There you go. Yep, it will be ramping things up. Rye, you're next.
Yeah, Daniel Harry signing off. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight.
Champ.
Lapika Shah signing off. Thank y'all for being here. And if anyone wants to join a SAG-AFTRA Solidarity Picket, they're all over the country. Go to sagaftrastrike.com. We'll see you there.
There you go. And Wilson.
Maya Murphy. If you need a podcast to listen to while you are walking that picket line, I am also the co-host of Damn You Uncle Lewis, a recap of Friday the 13th, the TV show.
Wow, awesome.
Send me those links in Discord in the chat room when you can, and I will add those to the doobly-doo and all that for YouTube so they can see that in the deal. I want to make sure you all get credits. I know we're doing this. We've asked them to come on, and we're taking advantage of their time a little bit because they are on strike, so we do want to thank all 5 of them for participating, but we're hoping that afterwards we will go back through and edit the videos to put in the social media links and all the things that you want to broadcast out, because I think that's only fair that we give you all as much marketing abilities to tell us who you are, and we'll do that on the Twitter feeds and stuff like that once this is all passed and y'all are back to gainfully being employed and working, even though some of you are, but you know what I mean, because we do want to thank each and every one of y'all for playing a part of this game and enjoying it and giving me a hard time. You fit right in, so I appreciate it, and it's all good. I'm Duff563, Jimmy Duffy, owner and operator of the Praetor Rejects channel and Praetors and Riffs Astral Menagerie, who help produce the streaming content for both Luke Gygax at GaryCon and for Alex Kammer over at GameholeCon, and this is part of our initiative to bring more programming to the GaryCon channel year round when the channel's down, and then we've got Gamehole coming up. I can't make it, unfortunately. Real life stuff's gotten in the way, so Matt's going to be there with some other people to help put the programming on for Alex Kammer at Gamehole, but we're going to be doing hopefully some of the same programming for his channel once we get past the con coming up here in 2 weeks, I believe it's coming up. So that being said, like I said, check back here next Monday night, or actually Sunday. I think Matt still got his Diesel Punk, Steampunk adventure going on. They didn't get to play Sunday. I think they lost 2 players, so they'll be back again Sunday afternoon, and then we're back here Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time sharp for another round of Chariots of the God, Alien RPG by Free League Publishing. So with that being said, I've spoken enough. Y'all be good, and we will see y'all next Monday. Thanks for watching and hanging out with us.